Cheers to episode 220.
Cheers.
Cheers. Is that
Coffee.
Grant?
Little
Yeah.
naughty. Little naughty. Busy work day. I didn't have my second cup. So I said, I'm going to do it now.
Water.
Water.
Backup water as well, too.
Nice.
And the newly shown Stanley. Special guest, friend of the show, Cody with the C off the bat. Welcome to the show, Cody. Alex not on this one. He's cold. He's on a cold streak here in the summer.
He's a part-time guy.
Part-timer. Yeah. He's kicked out of the union workers. He's no longer allowed to file complaints to the Labor Relations Board. Thank you, Cody. Welcome in.
Thanks for having me.
I like the hat. It's very fitting for this show.
It is. It was a college football show. I had to put it on.
Yeah.
Represent. Sneak peek for the draft. Probably going to be a lot of MC moments.
This feels like a new room for you, too.
It is. Yeah, I redid my office. So I moved rooms because my other office was in the back of the house and the sun is always like on this side of the house. And there was only one window in there. So I just worked in basically pitch black all day. I was like, yeah, I just can't do this anymore. Especially working from home 4 days a week. So yeah, moved it up here, painted it bright white, and it's nice. Seems like I'm in a lot better mood during work, I guess, because there's more sunlight, more vitamin D. So
I've never understood. At the NFL, there was this one room, and we're like, it's more of a tech roles, and they just work in the dark with bright screens. And I would think I would go crazy. I don't like that vibe. I don't like that at all.
Absolutely not. Yeah. So I don't know. We got sunlight in here. I put some plants on the desk. I'm feeling good. Vibes are right.
Yeah. Plant over your right shoulder, our left.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I like it. All right. This show is going to be pretty straightforward. We have weekly check-ins as always. We have Detroit Tigers. They had the trade deadline come and go. We can talk about some of their latest play. They had a pretty good series entertaining series versus the Phillies, not per se record-wise. And then we'll have Big Ten football quarterback power rankings. I think we've tried doing a top 10 last year. We've never done all 18. These exercises, this one and the team rankings, made me realize the conference is too big. Having to do 18 names felt like a lot. So Cody's going to join us for this one. We'll also have special guest Connor at some point before NFL kickoff for NFL QB power rankings. So not to be confused, we're covering them both this year. That's always a contentious one.
Find my list from last year.
Never forget he had Matthew Stafford outside the top 10. But also quickly on the Evan, have you seen that Matthew Stafford back seems to be a problem? People are worried about Matthew Stafford's
problem.
Yeah.
But if you ask Peter Schrager and Sean McVay, they're going to say, "Oh, it's not that big of a deal." But
I think it's being overplayed.
Every time, though, they ask him about, like, oh, he's back. Oh, he's coming back this week. They push it back, push it back, push it back. And he's not even working out or training with the team. He's training privately now.
Oh, I like that. That's a baller. That's a diva move.
Zero cameras on him. He can't do it.
Kelly's putting him through workouts herself because she's qualified for that.
Probably.
That derailed me. But yes, we'll have those eventually. And then we're going to have to get us ready for college football. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like fully ready for football. I'm not trying to diminish
We predicted
baseball.
our playoff bracket last year.
We did the full 12?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now.
All right, our asses are in the jackpot. We have to do it again. We can't go back. I think I told him one of the shows, Cody, I was like, let's just do like who's going to win the conference. Like, I don't want to think through a 12-team bracket and piss me off, but I guess we should. And the format's new this year. I think they got rid of the
whole ranking things.
The automatic.
Yeah.
It's just, I have to look. It changes every year.
Oh my God. I was good. I got Boise State in it. I had Ohio State beating Oregon. Ohio State is a champion last year.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We'll save that. Put a bookmark at that when we do it in a couple weeks.
Well, just don't look at my Georgia picks because I have Texas beating Clemson.
Really?
My ass is on fire.
Georgia was good though. Georgia was in the quarterfinal.
Oh my God! Hopefully this was last year. Holy shit! I picked Oklahoma State though to win the Big 12, and I think they went winless in the Big 12 last year. So we're just gonna erase that out of the memory.
Yeah, I think it's Gundy's last year from everything I've seen.
Whoa!
It's his retirement tour.
That'd be a hot job.
Yeah, great uniforms. We're gonna do college football moments and plays, kind of not like best games, but like, college football moments. We can all think of them. I said they can be on the field, they can be quotes, press conferences, whatever. It can get as crazy as you want to get, but we'll hash all that out when we get to that. So those three things are the big points of tonight's show. But first, we'll start with Cody, since he is Alex on this show. Any news and notes, weekly check-ins wise?
Oh, nothing crazy. I guess on Sunday I golfed. Shot my best. I tied my personal best, 85. Miss Lippy on 18 came back towards me, birdie putt. Lipped around, rolled back towards me. Tough. Almost drove the green, actually, which was shocking.
Nice.
Drivers, I've been struggling. Didn't lose a ball, which somebody could have just told me that like years ago, that if you don't lose a ball at Raisin, it's an easy course. Who knew? Which is shocking because I think the last time I played the back at Raisin, I shot a 59 with Hunter subbing, and I lost probably 8 balls. So everything works when you're hitting your iron straight off the tee box. Felt good. Probably won't play as good this weekend for Cody's bachelor party, but
don't say
we'll see. We'll see. And then yeah.
Congrats on being a captain for the Beer Olympics.
That felt good too. I opened the spreadsheet and saw me and Grant are captains. I don't know how that was decided upon, but I like it.
I need to power rank my players for that weekend. I need to think about that on the drive up.
I know. God, I don't
want to be caught off guard when I think it's going.
I know. At least I might not be a top pick in the golf draft, but at least I'm a captain for where I really shine drinking beer.
You guaranteed your spot.
Yeah, feels good. Tough. LaMelo Tucker, as you guys know, my online dynasty coach. I lost in the national championship to a friend of the program, Wyatt, last night. I beat Eldred Pitt in the semifinal or in the quarterfinals. Then I beat Michigan on a walk-off field goal. And then I had to play Wyatt. I was 77 overall, Virginia Tech. I'm not an excuse guy, but he was coaching. Okay. He was coaching Auburn. Oh. He was a 90 overall, SEC speed. I was getting bullied in the front 7. I mean, it was tough.
Was it current roster? So you had to deal with Cam Coleman?
No, we're 3 years in so far.
Okay.
So yeah, it was kind of
out already, probably.
Yeah, it was kind of all no names. He just bullied me in every step of the way. I had an early 7-0 lead, and then I just kind of started giving up. So, congrats to Wyatt. Wow. Yeah, he won a natty, but Virginia Tech, we're going to rebuild and get better.
You're not leaving?
Oh no, I re-signed. I didn't get any good job offers. I was at UMass, and then after 2 years, I got the Virginia Tech offer. So, and then I got offered like Sam Houston State and Army, which were both downgrade jobs after the year. So I don't know how that game works, but. Pretty horrible CFB 26 to give me offers like that. I scoffed at it. Eldred went to Washington. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he got a nice little job. But Wyatt tried to run up the score on me yesterday. And I kept joking that the only job I was going to take was Michigan because I just wanted to build a bully in Ann Arbor again. Because Sharon Moore actually got fired our first year and he went to Northwestern. So I was like, I need to find Michigan. And Steve Sarkisian is at Michigan right now. So.
Oh, behave.
I don't know if I'll get that job.
Arousing.
Yeah.
He got fired from Texas?
He left for Michigan. He thought it was a better job.
Blue wall.
So I said that was the only job I was going to take. But Wyatt tried to run up the score on me. So I said, well, the other job I'll take is Ohio State because I would just love to beat him with his favorite school. So
Wolverine Wilkins in there somewhere.
Yep. So that's that. And then hot off the ice cream draft, I did try the peanut butter chip that Alex recommended to see if he did indeed no cream.
It's taking the state by storm.
It's a fastball down the middle. I mean, it's a good ice cream. I love the peanut butter swirl in it. I mean, it was pretty cheap, easy to find.
Is it peanut butter flavored ice cream?
No, it's vanilla with it's kind of like the, like peanut butter and chocolate, like hard dip that you could like squeeze on ice cream.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that hard swirled in the middle.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's like there's not a lot of frills. It's just exactly kind of what I want in an ice cream: vanilla, peanut butter, chocolate.
Is that the chip? It's not like chocolate chips. It's just like that stuff.
Yeah, it's like chocolate hard dip mixed in, like fudge.
That is good that they mix it in because like buying that on its own is such a pain in the ass because you have to like warm it up and then if you run it underwater, then like the label gets all soggy. It's that little purchase is a mess to do yourself. Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah. So. He does no cream. I mean, I think what I learned about myself is I didn't hate any pick you guys made when I listened to that. So I'm just an ice cream guy all around. I'm never going to quit it. So I think even the chocolate brownie big boy pick hit for me. I was a fan of that
wild
too.
pick.
So
Wild
yeah.
pick. That's basically just a brownie sundae. There's more brownie than ice cream in the picture. I still have to make a graphic for that one day. Okay, I can't forget.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, just haven't been drinking because preparing for this weekend. I mean, after my round, I gave myself a bush apple, but got a lot of drinking ahead of us this weekend. So looking forward to that.
Yes, I have been selectively detoxing to get ready for this weekend. Your point about the golf, I watched Jersey Jerry breaking 100. Spoilers, he did break 100. He shot like 96 or 97. And I was like more punishing myself that I shot a 1-0 whatever at Wolf Creek. I'm like, how am I like watching Jersey Jerry play golf is so humbling. But I'm like, all right, like if I'm actually about to watch him break 100, what are just some things? And your point about losing golf balls, it's so simple, but like I think he lost maybe one ball. It's just like if you lose one ball or less, it's very hard to shoot north of 100. It's very hard to do because like your ball is just in play and you can smack it around. So that's the only lesson. It's just very simple, but that's the key.
Yeah, I mean, I duffed like a couple tee shots and then I chunked a couple irons, but they went dead straight. They didn't go in the woods. Like that's all you really need to do. Hit a bad shot, keep it in play.
Especially on par fives. I can't lose a ball on a par five. I have to treat par fives essentially like I have 4 shots just to get to the green. Like instead of thinking like, oh, I need to like muscle it and try to get there in 2, like who am I? I'm not that good. So like I should use all 4 shots to land it on the green with a manageable putt for par and then take a 6 if I make a 6. Like it just that's gotta change. If you lose a ball off the tee on a par 5, you might as well just like quit when you're this as bad as I am. It's like I'm not good enough to recover from that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Evan?
Let's see. I think I umped the state championship game that was on Thursday.
That's huge. It was 10-year-olds, right?
Yep, 10U, and it got intense. Final score was 2-1.
Oh,
wow!
Winning run was on first and second. Base hit to the outfield. Play at the plate. I did not have to call it. Play at the plate. Third out of the game. Boom. Called them out, and the Grosse Pointe fans went absolutely berserk.
You had to call it? You didn't have to?
I didn't have to call it. I was a field ump.
Oh, okay.
Went absolutely berserk. Like swearing. Wait. I saw a dude climb halfway. Oh yeah. I saw a dude climb halfway up the fence at Mitchell.
Shut up.
So hand on the Bible. Climbed up halfway up the fence, like shaking it, like screaming. I swear I couldn't believe it. I paused and watched.
That happened to me one time. I there was like a bang play at home. No, I called it. I called him out at home, and I started. It was like in overtime or something, and I had to leave the field. And Moorhead picked me up at a gator, and I was like getting accosted when I left by the fans and the other team.
It was so bad.
It was crazy.
Okay, so
Grosse Pointe versus who? Give me the cities. Taylor North. Okay,
so Taylor North won 2-1. Good game. Not a big deal. The coaches are basically telling the home plate umpire, you cost us the game. This is all your fault. You robbed us, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Day and a half, 2 days later, I just get sent a picture of the last play. Now everything's recorded, Grant. You can record every single thing or whatnot.
That's nice.
I get a screenshot of the last play of the game, the tag out at home plate. The kid is out by a foot. It was the right call. And I don't think Grosse Pointe fans can live with that.
That should be posted everywhere. That's beyond the that's the Housewives of Grosse Pointe Facebook page.
It's the first message I said. I said that needs to be sent to the Grosse Pointe coaches.
Yeah, just like live that. That's nice closure. Usually, you don't get that closure in sports. That's nice. Yeah. Like JT was short. I still have no idea if he was or not. I really don't. But they have closure.
A little sneak peek for the later.
Yeah,
could be.
Yeah, could be.
Damn it.
I did a big boy purchase this week from all the umping. I bought a hunting bow.
Oh,
traditional bow, so I can hunt more often, more frequently, easier, I guess.
I'm gonna need you to like really pump that up in the fall. Because that's on my bucket list to get into one day, and I just can't take the first step. Where'd you go for it?
Luckily,
you know a guy.
I got offered a bow discount price. Like, hey, he's buying a new one. Here's someone. Let me know in a couple of days. I let him know in a couple of days. I said, hey, I'll buy it. So it was convenient, very convenient, which helped out the easy purchase. I didn't have to go somewhere and test out 500 different ones and get upselled or something like that. So
You get like multiple months of hunting then, right? When you have that?
yeah, because if you do bow hunting, it starts October 1st.
Oh, that's
Where
nice.
if you just do gun season, it's November 15th to December 31st. Now and then bow hunting, you can hunt into January. I think there's actually late gun season now, even.
Yeah, yours
trying to
is-
expand.
AI overview says October 1st to November 14th, and then you get from December 1st to January 1st.
Yeah. So
And then
December.
some counties have extended to January 31st if you want to get crazy.
Yeah.
So now you got to shoot it. You got an archery place to go?
I practiced a couple times out in the yard. I know people that have just what do you want to call it? Targets. Shot it
Nice.
a couple times. Getting new strings put into it, so that's going to be a little delay in the process. But I'm looking forward to it.
Are you right
Can't
eye
wait.
dominant? Do you close your
Yes.
left? Do you close? Okay.
I'm right-handed.
I feel like there was a test I saw. It's like you make a circle around something with your finger, and like if you close your eye, you know which one's dominant by if the thing that you have your circle around stays in the
Moves.
center of it.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
moves or not.
So I think I'm right because I'm doing it on my computer camera right now, and if I do this, it moves way that way.
I just told myself I'm right-handed. That, but you know what? I'm just going to pull back with my right hand. So
That makes sense logically.
Um,
But you're kind of ambidextrous. Like you were right-handed, but you kind of do things left-handed pretty well.
I could. Other than that, baseball officially is over with for the season. Tryouts were yesterday. Had to miss golf league.
Oh, it's a shame.
Cody, you busy next Monday?
I don't think so.
Be
I'm subbing.
hungover.
Could use a sub if
KFM's
you're
weekend.
interested.
You could be hot off the KFM invite.
I think I'm in.
All right. Other than that, I'm trying to think of what I've been doing. No, I chilled out at a friend's place and laid in a pool for Saturday and Sunday afternoon.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Wildfires out of control.
Horrible.
I'm-
Oh my god, the air quality is
Sweeping
so
the
bad.
state. Sweeping the state.
It's like
bad.
Weird.
hazy when I
and-
go outside.
I just don't notice it. I don't know if I'm losing vision or I just can't really tell that much.
You're losing vision then.
Because I was at tryouts last night and they're like, yeah, this is really hazy. And I was like looking around like, I can't really tell a difference. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
His players start coughing after like a couple laps.
I was like, dude, I don't know. I guess it's just me. It's like, but other than that,
Nice. For me, I don't know. I didn't do a bunch. It was one of the weekends probably of the summer where there wasn't really anything on the book per se of things to do. We did go kind of celebrated birthday this weekend. Wilkins, yours is tomorrow as
Oh
well.
my god, I forgot my biggest thing.
What?
Can't believe it. I went to Meat Barbecue. And I
Oh,
went to
right.
the dairy store.
Oh. Yeah.
Evan, I can't believe we didn't go to the dairy store more when we went to school there.
more.
I probably
It's
would have been-
shocking.
I probably would have been 400 pounds when I graduated, but God, I got Spartan Swirl and then the Buckeye Blitz or whatever. Oh my God.
Spartan Swirl is what Marissa was thinking that either Evan or Alex was gonna draft in the ice cream draft. She thought,
Yeah.
she thought for sure someone was gonna get that.
It's the C one. The isn't it? I don't think it's a Spartan Swirl, or they could have changed the name.
That's what it's
What
called
is it?
now.
Yeah, it used to be.
It's cake batter ice cream with green swirls in it and like sugar
Yeah.
cookies. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a Izzo's Malted Madness one now too. My dad really liked that one. So yeah, tremendous. I mean, the barbecue is really good too. I can't believe I missed that. What a miss. Sorry, back to you, Grant.
I feel like Izzo's ice cream would be like pistachio flavored. I don't know why, or like a black licorice.
Yeah.
You just have some like old man
butter
flavor.
pecan.
Butter pecan. Nothing wrong with butter pecan.
Evan, can you go a smidge closer on your mic?
Oh,
It's a rare time I say closer.
I know
Yeah.
that's the first time.
Yeah, so we kind of decided to do some birthday stuff, or I got to kind of drive the weekend. So Friday night we played golf, played 9 holes at a local course. It was like one of those $20 courses, no par fives, walk it. It was like at 6:40 tee time, beautiful weather on Friday. The hard part was though, it was kind of busy around our tee time, which you expect with a course that cheap. But there was a dad and his son. Son was probably, I don't know, 10 years old. He's learning the game. They're duffing it off the tee box. Like, all right, whatever. Then there was two ladies, older ladies in front of us, in between us. So we go over to ask them because they were just sitting on a bench before the first tee. We're like, hey, what's your tee time? They're at 6:24. We're at 6:40. It's like 6:30 right now. They were like, oh, we're just gonna let that group finish up, so we're not like on them the whole way. I was like, all right, that's fine. So they go. We're doing okay. We get through the first hole though, and they're just like, it's backed up a lot. Okay, so it's backed up. At first I'm like, all right, it's no one's fault. It's just a lot of people out here. There's a lot of par 3, short par 4s, so it's kind of clunky. But it's fine because we have nowhere to be. Eventually though, the little kid and the dad like do separate from the women, and they're like playing fine. And then we still end the hole, and we go up, and there's benches at each tee box, and the old ladies are just like sitting in them. As the boy and his dad are on the green, and these ladies aren't good. They like are slapping at 10 yards. Like it takes them 8 shots to get down the fairway. So there's no reason for them not to like tee off and get closer. And I think they just, based on their comment, because then they said like we don't want to be on them. I think they are under the impression that good golf etiquette is to let the group in front of you wrap up the entire hole before you then start your hole. I think that's what they were thinking they were supposed to do. We did not do that. I don't really care if they thought I wasn't hitting into their heels, but like the minute they crossed like where I was hoping to land the ball, I would just go, and then we just stand there and watch them and wait. We had one guy behind us too, a solo, and I felt bad. I wanted to let him go through, but it's like he's not going anywhere. We're all stuck on this. So he was the last group, then us, then them. So I was like surreal where you're the last group on the course, and we were on hole 8, and then you can see the mowers start to come in behind us, like they're just ready to wrap up the night too. I'm like, oh my god, like we were taking this down until 9 o'clock when the sun's going down. It was about a 2 hour and 20-minute round for 9 holes with no par 5s. And it was just like you're in no flow, like you're standing on the tee box for a good 15 to 20 minutes. It made me appreciate honestly more professional golfers, because I know at the US Open and British Open, there were some like 6-hour rounds out there without like the amount of drivable par 4s. I'm like, I don't understand. It's even more impressive how good they play, knowing they're getting iced for like 15 minutes on every single tee box. Like that's insane to me, because it really, for especially how bad I am, it like really throws you off if you're in no rhythm at all. You forget what you're doing, really. But that
Brian Harmon, Patrick Cantley, don't care. Everyone else cares.
Yeah, like Brooks likes to go fast, and my guy Ludwig likes to go fast. They just have to stand there and watch for 20 minutes before they can hit.
Was the course in good shape?
Tee boxes, no. So multiple tee boxes. I like looked at myself like, what is this? And I would just tee off just in front of the little marker, because I'm like, this is insane. This is a sandbox. Like,
what course was it?
It's called Hampton Golf Course. It's like really weird in Rochester. It's through like a little neighborhood, not like a retirement community, but it's like an older crowd. The greens were fine, but it was just the tee boxes are torn to shit.
There's a TikToker who's like local of Michigan, and he just goes like the cheapest courses around. And he went to Downing Farms, which I think is in Northville or Plymouth or something. And it's like similar price to that. And it was the worst looking golf course I've ever seen. It looked like the course that used to be at the hospital off of 52. Where the hospital was, Centerview or whatever. Cement
View, they used to jokingly call it.
Yeah, because the greens would be like brown. Yeah.
Yeah, that course was bad. I think I've seen that guy. He went to one Maple Lane around here, and Alex and I played that when we lived in Birmingham. It was legitimately one of the worst golfing experiences you could ever have. It's like 2 courses next to each other. They're both horrendous. Like the fairway and the rough is the same cut. It's just straight across with trees, like lining it, and everyone's playing at each other different holes, and they're all like hacks. So it's just a war zone with like no distinguished like fairways. It is Maple Lane. Any of those tracks are like some of the like not even golf courses. I wouldn't even call them that. I would call them like a prairie field with a flag at the end of it. Yeah, that was Friday. Saturday, we didn't do a ton. We played some tennis. I won 3-1. It was tight, though. I think every single game went to deuce and add in and out over and over again. We kept going back and forth. So didn't play more than 4 games because we were gassed. And then we went to dinner at a new spot called Ernie's on the Creek in Rochester.
I saw that place on TikTok. It's hot.
It is a hot to trot place. It's like they want you to feel like you're in Greece. It's like a Mediterranean vibe. There's a little Paint Creek is what it's called that runs through the town of Rochester, and it's like they have seating basically right on that, which is nice. We had to sit at the bar because it was impossible to get a reservation there. I like Greek food. I always have. I thought it was pretty good. I got some lamb chops or grilled lamb chops. They had these like lemon potatoes that were good. What was the other side? You get your hummus, you get your pita bread. They had a bourbon cherry lemonade drink, very good, very summertime good. I might have to like look into that recipe. I don't normally put lemonade in whiskey, but it was very good. Yeah, and some pistachio ice cream. That's probably what I was thinking about it. That was okay. It was a little too pistachio-y for me, but solid experience. Had a good menu. I would definitely go back, but it's hard to get into. And then Sunday, not much. I made Marissa watch about an hour, 15 minutes of James Bond, No Time to Die, because I was calling the shots this weekend. I was like, I really would love it if we could just try to. We made it an hour 15. It's a 2 hour and 43 minute movie. I don't know if we'll end up finishing it, but just such a good movie. So good. You're just looking at it like, are you appreciating this? Like, do you understand like how cool this is? I don't think it's registering, but I think hopefully enough to captivate the audience. Forgot how pissed I was though that I remember telling her, I was like, so get this. I paused the scene. I was like, they promoted for about 3 months Anna de Armas all over the movie posters, and she's in it for 15 minutes. She's in, and she kills it. I watched it again. I was like, she's awesome in this movie. She like plays dumb, but then is sick and was killing people left and right, kicking people in the face, taking shots at the bar, James Bond, and then she's just gone. You just never see her again. There's no love interest. They never kiss. They never do anything. It's like, what's the point of this?
I remember being in the theater, like, there's just no way she's gone, right? Like, she's definitely coming back. Nope, never came back.
Never came back. They just sold the movie, like I said, for 3 months with her next to him on the poster. That was it. Yeah, that's pretty much weekly check-ins. I guess we can shift into Tigers talk. I tried writing down the names we got. We had so many names. I'm going to rip them off, and you guys tell me if I missed anyone.
We picked up like a bunch. Now, some of the guys we picked up, a couple of them we picked up on waivers, but...
Okay. We have Charlie Morton. He's already started for us.
Pitch well.
Kyle Finnegan was the biggest name, I think, reliever-wise. Probably the biggest name of the deadline, I would say. Chris Paddock pitching tonight.
Loss.
And then 3 other guys. Rafael Montero.
Gave up 2 runs today.
Oh, he pitched today?
He relieved Paddock and gave up 2 more runs, so we're down 6-1.
Paul Sewell, I think he's the injured one, correct?
He is. He's from the Indians. Guardians, okay. Sorry.
And then Cody...
Don't cancel us.
Cody Heuer. Heuer. I think he was just cash considerations. I tried to write down all the names.
Was in
6 guys, I think.
One of them was in the Paddock deal.
We got the guy from the Phillies, too, in the Manning deal. Did you already say that name? The 18-year-old from Puerto Rico or Dominican?
I must have missed him. Phillies require.
We got some goofy looking dude.
We DFA'd Manning, and then I think before that was official, we traded him for this kid.
Yeah, we did the same thing with
Josué Quinones.
All right, so we got an outfielder from the Phillies. So he's like a project, I guess.
Yeah.
We'd love projects.
He's 18, hitting 287 with 2 home runs. All right, Dominican Summer League is fine. But yeah, I guess so. Finnegan. Well, we've seen 4 of them pitch already. Finnegan, Paddock, Morton, and Montero have all pitched.
Yep.
To different levels of success. Was it Paddock's first start was good? Morton's first start was good.
Yeah, we
looked okay.
Morton pitched Sunday Night Baseball. Just the offense let him down because we chase on curveballs and then gas us up on.
Paddock's first start, we won 7-2 against the Diamondbacks, I think, at home.
That sounds right.
And then he got shelled today in the first inning, which adds up.
It's his former team. They should be able to hit him.
Oh, yeah, they had the report.
That's fair.
I've seen that coming a mile away. So
yeah.
We've seen this guy's stuff all year. But honestly, outside of the Phillies, we did have a good stretch. We went through the bad stretch, but going from July 27th, we won 4 in a row.
We won 6 of the last 8 going into today, so 6 of the last 9.
9. Nice.
I
guess my only thoughts on the deadline, I'm going to tee up Wilkins after I give my quick 2 because I know you and Connor were having fun in the chat. It's always hard to tell how serious like things are going, but that's why we have you here so you can look at it a couple days later. My only 2 things were 1, I said before, like my dream guy was Duran. It's ironically ended up facing him with the Phillies. Awesome player. His walkout was sick. I would love to have that in Comerica. I don't know if Connor was serious about his take about the walkout. Those are awesome. I don't like. I'm all for. We're trying to make baseball fun again. Still, like Bryce Harper said, like 10 years ago, that makes it cool and fun. Obviously, if you suck, it gets funny. But he doesn't suck. He was solid. So that sucked. We had to play him. And then I remember being stunned when I woke up at like 7 a.m. and saw that somehow Eugenio Suarez was a Mariner after like it must have been an 11:30 p.m. deal the night before. Like that sucked to wake up to, especially because of how much they beat us when we were there, Wilkins. I was like, damn, that team got Suarez. Like that's not good for us.
Yeah.
So that can tee into maybe some of the doom that you felt in the moment of the deadline.
I'm never as doom, I think, on the Tigers as I pretend to be, I think, just because it's baseball, like anything can happen once you get in. It was just frustrating in the moment seeing all the real contenders in the AL get better. I mean, the Blue Jays got Shane Bieber, who isn't having his best year, but former Cy Young winner. That helps us, ironically, because kind of locks up the division if the Guardians aren't going to take it seriously. The Astros got Correa back. They're already good.
Nowhere.
That sucks. Yeah. I think the Yankees are the Yankees. I don't think the Red Sox really did anything, so that's good. But the Mariners got Eugenio Suarez. I can just see it now, like us playing them in the ALDS or something and losing. So not looking forward to that. But I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating being like it's kind of like where the Cubs are. We're somewhat of a mid-market team, probably a smaller market in terms of baseball. And it's like we're just trying to get into the playoffs. We're not actually trying to be competitive once we get to the playoffs. Like I love all the guys on our team. Like they're all great names, but can we win a World Series with them? Can we beat Shohei Ohtani and Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts if we get to the World Series? I don't think so. I don't think we have the rotation to do so, especially with Reese Olson getting injured for the year. I don't love the bullpen. They are somewhat injured, so I think the outlook long term on that is good. I don't think any of the arms we acquired are long term pieces for us. It's more so fill the gaps. Well, we have a couple guys on the IL, but I mean the bats are a problem. We saw it in the Philly series. It's kind of in the trend in the short term here. It doesn't seem like we can manufacture runs small ball wise, which is concerning going into October because home runs aren't as easy to come by, especially playing cold air in Detroit. And it seems like that's the only way we've been able to generate runs. It's been Wenceel Perez, Kerry Carpenter coming back. Guys like Riley Green and Torque have struggled, which is also concerning because those are kind of our bats. So, I mean, it's nice to see Kerry Carpenter rake, and he seems hot, but the rest of the lineup is struggling. Baez had a nice night against the Phillies, but it's just we're going to have to win on small ball. That's kind of who the Tigers are. We don't have a lot of bats in the lineup, and we didn't acquire any, and it doesn't seem like we're trending in the right direction, at least from where we started the year. So I don't know. It's frustrating. It's like blah. Like it's just so frustrating. Illich. It seems like we don't want to sign Skubal. We don't want to trade for anybody and sign them. It's just like, let's just roll a product out there. And I love our farm system, but it's like, I also want to win baseball games now. Like there's no guarantee these guys are going to pan out. And there's no guarantee guys like Green and other veterans on the team are going to continue to produce at the level they are when Max Clark is finally called up and Kevin McGonigal is finally called up. And there's only 9 positions out there. So it's like, how many of these guys are even going to be able to play long term?
Valid. That was very well done. Very well said. The only points I had to add on that I'm going to throw it to Evan was the small ball. You guys know my soft spot. I will probably have 1,000 texts about why can't we sacrifice bunt when we get closer to the playoffs. I would like to see us maybe like mess around a little bit more with that situationally in September, especially if we feel like we have the division locked up. Just because I feel like that's so important in October, and I think that's what we were really good at. Like last year, we were like kind of small ball-y, and we would pitch 1,000 guys a game. That's just how we grinded things out. So I'd like to see us get back more, I guess, to the gritty Tigs, so to speak, even though we have more talent. But we have decent team speed, especially when Parker's back and playing. But like Colt Keith legged out a single the other day that I was surprised he did. So we have sneaky speed. So yeah, I would like to see us get back to that overall. But those are all valid points. Evan, your thoughts on current
I 100%
state?
agree with our friend Wilkins. It's one of those situations where like we sit around and are going to brag so much about our farm system, but it's not going to do anything for us at the Major League Baseball. Like the goal as a GM, the president, is to win championships, World Series championships, not what you're ranked in the winter meetings, what you're ranked in the offseason about your farm system. I get it. You weren't going to get rid of like your top 4 or 5 prospects, but I don't think the way that our prospect pool is and that we're ranked highly regarded, I don't think we didn't need to give up any of those guys for just like a couple pieces here and there. Now, the way that the trade deadline went, bats were hard to come by. Your asking price would have been a little bit higher for say Suarez, but I think we have enough depth to be able to get rid of a couple of prospects. Now, pitching wise, I would have liked to add a more seasoned veteran starter, and I'm really upset that the Blue Jays got Shane Bieber. I think that's one of the best moves you can come by. He's coming off a Tommy John surgery. He's finishing up or has finished his rehab start, so he's eligible to pitch soon for the Blue Jays, and he's under control for next year. So you have him for a year and a half. And that's a guy that has experience, former Cy Young Award winner, and they only gave up one prospect for it. It's a 1-on-1 trade. It's something like that. Like you can give up a prospect, and if it comes back to bite you in the butt, it bites you in the butt. Look at the Padres; they gave rid of their entire farm system to go beat the Dodgers just for a chance to play in the World Series. That's all they're going for. And I religiously watch MLB Central, MLB Network all day on the trade deadline, and they had now. They're on that show and not in the front offices anymore because they made bad mistakes. But they had a bunch of guys on there just belittling all the people that weren't making moves and just like glorifying, like worshiping everybody that were making moves. They're like, you have to make a move at the trade deadline. It fires up your clubhouse. It fires up your fan base and saying that, hey, we're in this for the long term. And I get it. There's a couple pieces here and there, but I want a bigger name. Philly's got the guy that was in our division, and you saw how much he's going to matter towards the Phillies on the stretch.
To be fair, it probably was
Durant,
harder for us to trade for him. Our price was higher because he's an interdivision, and they sent him across the league. So I do get that. It does suck that he was on the Twins.
He's under control for another 3 years. You would have him for 3.5 years.
Oh, that's nice. That's melty.
Yeah. It's frustrating too because like if you're confident enough in your drafting ability and your farm system, you should be willing to give those guys away because you know you're going to draft guys to replace them. You know, because it's like, look at the Astros. Every year they trade farm system guys away, and it doesn't matter. Like they just continue to bring guys up, and they're still going to win that division every year. Yes. So I don't know.
I guess my biggest issue, is just like, what are you going to do with your prospect pool? Where's it going to go? How far is it going to get you? Like, I think Clarkson isn't going to stick around, like, or isn't going to come up next year. So he's not going to be around the Tigers. Okay, McConaughey is probably going to come up because Torres is going to get $150 million from somebody just because he was on a prove it deal and he proved it. So I'm guessing McConaughey,
that gets me going.
He'll be at second base next year.
Dude, I want him to do. I know it's reckless not to cut you off. I want us to do with McGonagall what we do with Jackson Jobe. Like I would like us to flirt with him in like late September when we have it wrapped up. But
it increase the roster size.
Dude, he's mashing everywhere he goes. Yes. He's hitting like 300.
He's the number one prospect in baseball.
It's so nice. But okay, yes, Torres. Yeah, I see your point about the depth of
my instant reaction after the trade deadline was, okay, I'm gonna spin zone it 2 ways. One, we're scared to lose Skubal, okay? So we can't get rid of all of our prospects because we want to hold on to them.
To be able to trade for a different pitcher, you're saying?
Just because that way, like, oh, well, here's McConaughey and Clark, even though we lost Skubal, like to free agency or to whatever.
Then our prospect pool's going to get even bigger if we end up – well, I guess we wouldn't.
Correct.
You would just sign.
Unless you trade him going into the year.
Unless you trade him next year.
Or before the deadline next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
His last year on his contract's next year?
Yes. Yeah. We still have him all for next year if we wanted him.
He's not staying because he's a Boris guy, and Illich isn't going to pay him an 7-8 year contract.
Or
and I don't think that's the right idea either.
Maybe that's why we're not making big names now, because we are going to pony up for that because he knows how beloved he is. And he's like, all right, I'm just going to put all my eggs in that basket. I don't know.
It's going to be the same. It's roughly around the same deal, just for the pitching wise that Guerrero got for the Blue Jays. Guerrero was holding him gunfire, say you better pay me or I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. And they ponied up, gave him $500 million, and now the Blue Jays are going to win the East.
The interesting thing about the farm system we talked about a little bit, I just keep going back to, is the two catcher first basemen we have between Briseño and Lorenzo. And like now Dingler I picture as like a 7-year player here. Like he's a stud. So it's like, yes, I'd like to have a sick backup catcher too. Torque came into his own, so I picture him at first base or DHing. Kerry Carpenter is probably a better DH than he is a fielder full time, especially with his injuries. So it's like, well, I mean, I know this is like a couple of years on the road, but like, where does that one of those guys feels more expendable to me to like go get a move now, knowing that I have another one? Because Briseño kind of came out of nowhere this year. Lorenzo was supposed to be sick, but it's like one of them to me was like, all right, if we get rid of one to go all in for a guy, I'd be like, all right, I kind of get it because that position. You're not going to hold
I'm even more willing to trade like some guys that we have on Major League Baseball right now just to upgrade the positions that we're at.
Yeah.
Like Verling is offensive liability. He can only hit a fastball. You throw him anything else, he's a liability. He's got one spot that hit the baseball. I mean, you could even convince myself like to get rid of Meadows. I get it. Our defense is 5,000 times better in the outfield when he's out there. But if you told me this player is better than said player, then you can't argue it.
Parker's tough because he just like, I love watching him on a baseball field. He pleases my eye. I'm not even talking about stats. When he's out there, I just feel like he's about to make a play.
Yes. And then like it's different at the trade deadline because like if we were riding a high, but our bullpen was like it has been or is like one of the worst struggling at the time that you could make moves. And it didn't happen.
I do like the Finnegan move on paper. It looked horrible because of his ERA. Like if you look at that and you look at the month of July, and I know I joked about it, like help is on the way. But I really think like, especially watching him yesterday and how fired up he got, like I do think he's a good fit because it frees up Vest. Like I don't always like Vest, like watching Vest pitch. I think a lot of times he'll give up.
Kaylee struggled recently.
He gives up runners early, and then he seems like he locks in. But it's like I don't like watching my closer pitch with guys on first and second. That's just me being scarred from like Valverde. Like that's how he pitched, you know. So it's just I do like that it frees up that, and then now we have Vest as a setup guy for Finnegan, and it's not Canely or however you pronounce his name because he's a good pitcher. Like he's struggled so bad, I kind of just despise him at this point.
Zero swag too.
Zero swag at all. I don't know. There's guys out like Bo Brisky. There's other names.
He's coming.
Yeah.
Back.
Who's the? We just got somebody else back.
Long is trying.
Sorgensen Long. He's more
Alex
of like
Cobb
a long
is moving around. Evan. Alex Cobb's alive. No, he's alive.
We pitched the same amount of pitches in Major League Baseball as him.
There's a white cap on the horizon. I think that's where he's at right now. It's Alex Cobb.
Alex Lang.
Reese Olson also, I saw a headline on my phone that he's eyeing a playoff return. I don't know if that's good, but he's eyeing it because I don't know it's as serious as he thought.
Okay,
so he could be a nice long reliever. He could be a good spot.
Let me ask you this, okay? We're in the
I'm ready.
We're going to be in the AL
DS.
CS.
We already won the DS. Good for us. That's improvement.
We won 2 games because Skubal pitched the first one.
Yes.
We're going to CS, okay?
Yeah.
We split the series. Flaherty got rocked. It's 1-1. We're going on the road to some team. Pick a team.
Seattle.
Seattle or the Astros. There we go, Seattle.
We own the Astros. I'm kidding. That was one series.
Okay. Game 3. So you're telling me Game 3 starter for the Detroit Tigers is going to be Charlie Morton.
Well, wouldn't it be Mize? Or you said Flaherty got rocked. I would go Mize second.
Skubal, and then
Flaherty, Charlie Morton. Charlie Morton versus the Astros, I don't like. That's his old team. Charlie Morton versus the Mariners, maybe. I don't know.
Morton or
Charlie
Mize?
Morton
who
feels like
for Game 3.
Morton feels like an old school guy where like he could grizzle out like a 3-run, 6-inning, start for us that we can contend with. I can see it. I'll f with Charlie Morton. Let's go.
But so let's say we have 3 healthy arms. We have Flaherty, Mize, and Skubal. You know what he's doing that 4th game. Like what Hinch is doing. He's just gonna He's gonna pitch Morton, and then it's gonna be like 2 innings, 3 innings. He's just gonna do his pitching chaos thing again.
I love that. I'm in for that. That was fun. I want Tyler Horton. I want to throw it in there, like just
Horton
doing weird
hasn't been
stuff.
playing well either.
Yeah, I know.
Horton gave up the loss to the Phillies in the first game.
Yeah, we just don't have as much of the juice as in the bullpen, like you said, for those games. Couple notes though to keep it moving. Bright side, Riley Green had one of the better defensive series I'd probably ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
I mean, them just like recency.
He's batting
bias,
182 since July.
but I said defense, Evan. I said
On
defense.
pace for over 210 strikeouts. People forget that.
Breaking the team record.
Oh, I mean, I know there's a huge debate about lifting the ball versus driving through it. I mean, he swings like a 9-iron. Like that's just a swing. Like you're not gonna make contact when you swing from down here up. Like, it's just, but he's Riley Green. I don't know what to say. That's just live or die by it. Hopefully he finds his clutch gene when it gets closer to
Mustache look good though.
Yeah, bring that back. I think the boys should go full mustaches for the playoffs. I do think that's a real thing.
I don't think Torque can grow one, so that would be mean if everybody did it.
I agree. He could wear a fake one. What if he wore a fake one? I will
Just
say
have a baby
though,
face.
the goal, if we talk about this season, Evan made a good point. Like we're gonna have our poo here about not doing anything, but big picture wise, the goal ultimately is to get the bye that we did not get. And if you really look at the schedule, like we've talked about, it's pretty manageable. Angels are below 500. White Sox are the White Sox. Twins again. Good
Twins
team in
quit.
Houston. Royals around 500. Athletics bad. Mets good. White Sox terrible. So there's like a couple teams in there where you're like, okay, Boston to end the season will be nice. I mean, everything will be locked up.
That'd be a hot series.
But if that's battling for a bye, that's a big series.
We could be battling for a bye, and then Boston could be potentially battling for a wild card spot there.
Yeah, I mean, it really is coming down to it. But any like good teams are immediately followed by a little bit below 500 team or a really bad team. So we should still be a victim of our schedule in terms of success, where we need to have a bye. And then, like Evan said, put me in the ALDS, tell me I get to Scooball for game 1 and game 5 if I need, and I feel good. I feel good about moving on to the ALCS, and then we go from there, which is a step in the right direction. Making it to the ALCS I would consider a success. Obviously, not gravy house money. You want to keep going, but improve on
Grant,
market share.
just to put on your radar, if you want to watch your boys Max Clark and McGonagall, they're putting Erie Seawolves 2 games on FanDuel Sports Network.
I saw this. I like that.
In the end of the month, the 20th and 21st, I believe I just saw.
I think Briseño's there too. I think all the boys are in Erie.
All the boys are hanging out together?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're like the number 1 team in their league too. Obviously, they got studs across the board.
The issue, I think, my last point is this. We've been talking about our farm system for, it seems like 6 years now. We have been. That's all we've been talking about. It's like, oh, our farm system's good. But now, like, we don't care about, we effing don't care about the farm system anymore. I want to win games at Comerica. Yes, I want to win games at Comerica Park.
McGonagall to the show.
Dave Dombrowski's out here doing cartwheels around us.
Yeah, his mug, seeing him on the Sunday night. That guy's still doing it. Yeah, Max Clark, McGonagall, Lorenzo, and Briseño. So 4 of our top 5 prospects reside in Erie right now.
My God. We should have Erie season tickets.
Briseño is bats lefty, throws righty, 6'4", 200 pounds. That is a prospect.
Oh.
That is so good.
That makes Grant happy.
Yeah, and watching McGonagall and Baez turn double plays. I also think I could be off. I feel like there's better mojo on the team when Baez plays center field. I don't know if that's going to end up being in the playoffs.
Because everybody's just shocked anytime he catches a fly ball off there.
I feel like he plays looser. I don't know. Anecdotally, I feel like we just win games when he plays center.
Sweeney can't hit.
I forgot he was on our team.
He got sent down.
He's not.
He keeps on going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
But Grant, I'll tell you this: in the playoffs, I don't care who's on the mound. Kerry Carpenter has to be in the lineup.
So good.
Anytime there's a lefty on the mound, I want Jim Leland managing our team because he's just going to write the same 9 guys in, no matter who it is.
I kind of want Colt Keith. I mean, obviously he had a bad playoff, but I feel like Colt Keith I want in the lineup at all costs too. I just like seeing him.
You just can't throw Colt Keith a fastball inside because he will turn on it and he'll put it about 400 feet into the right field bleachers.
And he's been hitting a lot of balls at the middle.
I know
like,
his
he's just seeing it well.
And the Phillies tried it and he missed, and Colt Keith said, "See ya."
Yeah, there's definitely some like notables. I mean, the way Wenseal's playing, he might have to be an everyday guy doing the playoffs. That guy is just clutch.
Funny thing is, like 4 days ago, I told the Hunter, I was like, get rid of him. I don't really like his face. And now
Wenseal,
he heard it. God probably told him, and now he's just going off.
Yeah. All right, let's pivot to Big Ten football. Dun, dun, dun. Big Ten football QB power rankings.
Grant, trivia question for you first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a
good.
psychopath, and like if there's nothing on TV, I just rewatch old college football games.
Smart.
Can you tell me who and how they won the Nebraska-Iowa game from last year? Literally last year. It was played on NBC at night, Friday before the Michigan-Ohio State game. Can you tell me who won that game and how did they win it?
This stuff. If you went the year before, I could have told you everything about the game because I watched it in a bar in Auburn, Alabama.
I watched that game in a bar with said friend of the podcast, Wilkins. And what was the name of the bar in Detroit? Holy shit, what's the name of the bar?
Tin Roof.
Tin Roof?
Yes. We were in the we put a shift in a Tin Roof 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Friday night, Iowa, Nebraska would not have been on my radar.
Colt McCoy was on the call of the game. I watched the replay. Watched the whole shortened hour of the game.
How did they win?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Iowa won, first of all.
Correct.
And they were trotting out their new quarterback that ran a little bit. Was it Brendan Sullivan?
I don't know the quarterback's name. I think it's something like that.
Did they win on a defensive touchdown?
Okay. They won on a game-winning field goal kick. Okay. But Raiola got sacked with 15 seconds left in the game, strip sacked, and Iowa recovered it. Nebraska was trying to be a miracle team and win the game when it was tied.
That is no good.
Yeah.
Was it in Iowa?
I was watching this. Yeah, it was in Iowa. I was watching this. I was like, I don't remember this outcome of this game, or said I don't remember how this game even ended.
Hard to win at Kinnick at night. Really hard to do.
Very hard to do.
People forget I had a Kinnick Iowa shirt in high school. I don't know why. I just kind of like the Iowa. I really like the Iowa Hawkeye logo. I think it's one of the best helmets that we have going in college football. Very underrated.
Huge Kirk Ferentz fan. He will never get fired. Not in Grant's eyes.
No, I don't. Kirk's Kirk, I guess. But he has a pretty steady program. Okay, so 18 guys. I did do 18 through 1. We will go from worst to best. We can kind of go together. I do have my tiers as well. The only reason I like to do tiers is just because, like, when I feel like sometimes you look at lists and you're like, oh, how could you have that guy 5 instead of ahead of this guy at 6? Like, well, they're in the same tier.
I can name my tiers right now. I got 1 through 18, but I can tier my guys up.
You'll be happy, Evan. I took your feedback to heart. We get better on the show. I only have 5 tiers instead of 8 for these quarterbacks. So still a lot, but 3 less than I had for teams. I guess we can start. I'll name my tier first, and then we'll just go 18 up, and we'll kind of go around the circle. So this is the bottom tier of the Big Ten. This is just called the rest because I started 1 and I worked my way down, and I was like, these are the rest of the QBs. There's nothing notable about them. The worst quarterback I have in the Big Ten. I also was preface this. I try to do this mainly off of like not projecting the end of the season. I tried to not do that. That would probably be different, but then you're just like kind of going in and it's tough with college kids.
I also tried to look at like the team they're on and like the pieces around them because I think that factors in. Like I don't know, because some of these guys just flat out aren't going to play well because it's a bad situation, like bad line, no weapons. So
I think I did that subconsciously. I tried to be like, all right, who do I think's more talented? But ultimately, you're going to think about who are they throwing to.
Yeah,
a lot of times. The worst one I have 18 is Ryan Brown. I guess I guess a lot of these are projected stars too. Purdue. Okay, so we all had. I don't know much about the kid.
He plays on Purdue.
Yeah. I think he's a freshman or sophomore. I think he's not a transfer. I think he's like within their program. I don't see it. It's Purdue.
Yeah.
17 guy we have watched. I have. I don't know if it's Ethan or Athan Kalokamanis, the Greek rifle from Rutgers.
Same.
I have
17.
I got him ahead of guys. I got him 15th, but yeah, I mean he stinks. He stunk in Minnesota. He stinks at Rutgers.
Now, it's kind of crazy though. On paper, he had one of the better Rutgers quarterback seasons, which speaks to how bad. Like he threw for 2,700 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 7 picks. Only a quarterback rating of 122.8, which is like almost worse than the Big Ten. I don't know. I just don't think he's going to make some big senior year jump either. I think he is what he is.
He's not going to win them a football game because they're a run first team.
Yeah.
They lost their Rutgers all-time leading rusher, so.
True. All right, 16th, still in the tier. Drake Lindsay, Minnesota.
Oh, that hurts. He's not nice.
I had Malik Washington 17th, the Maryland freshman, just because he's a freshman.
Malik
I haven't seen
Washington
it.
16.
Okay.
And then I had Preston Stone 16, just because he didn't really impress me at SMU, and now he's playing for Northwestern. And the transfers that have come into Northwestern haven't played well, so I'm not buying the hype there either.
Fair. Any Malik Washington thoughts? I guess isn't he a pretty high recruit? That's the only thing I read about him in my research.
I haven't seen one Maryland quarterback play good.
He is
in my life.
He's
Billy Edwards against.
Oh, he's 2025, so he'll be a true freshman this year. He was 54th nationally, 5th QB in his class. So pretty high honors for Maryland. If we're talking all things considered, that's a nice haul. He's from Severn, Maryland, went to Archbishop, I think there. 6'4", 215. So he could be a floor raiser for Maryland.
I have him in line with I've Damon Williams a little bit higher just because it seems like we know a little bit more about him, or at least I do. But I feel like they're kind of a similar situation. It's like there's probably a high ceiling there. It's just I don't know anything yet.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely unknowns. I had him at 15 in that range.
Yeah,
I got Billy Edwards at 15.
Billy.
My ass category.
Your ass category.
Yeah, was thinking into it.
Wilkins, you gave your 15, right?
Yep, Kaliakmanis.
Oh,
Kaliakmanis. Yeah, yep.
14. I'll go for my 14 and 13 were Preston Stone and then Billy Edwards, and that was the rest of my tier. So I had the same guys all down here with you guys.
I had Drake Lindsay at 14 and then Billy Edwards at 13. So same
Billy
ranking for Billy Edwards. Yeah, that's where I draw the line too.
Drake Lindsay's at 14. My next tier is 14 through 11. It's show me the ball tier, where I just need to see more ball from them.
Oh, show me your balls.
Lindsay's at 14. I got Preston Stone at 13. So we're somewhere in the area. Stone's at least had, we've been saying the last 2 years on this podcast, that experience matters, and Stone's got the most experience out of the bottom.
So he had, in 2023, he started every game. He had 3,200 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 picks, led the American Conference in quarterback rating. So he did have that going for him at SMU. They go to the ACC. He gets supplanted. So in theory, he has shown he can have a really good college football season in the American Conference. That's good for Northwestern. That's nice. You take that any day of the week for them. And then Billy, I'm trying to look at what he did. Last year, he was 130.1 quarterback rating. He was actually right around the Aiden Childs range. They were both ahead of Kaliakmanis by quite a bit, but 28, almost 3,000 yards, 15 touchdowns, 9 picks. So not much of a thrower, but he's a big runner. He's kind of like what did I call him? Like a really poor man's Carson Wentz or something along those lines last show. Like that's just what he reminds me of when I see him.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is where I go to tier 4. So Evan, you are showing me the ball. You need to see more. That's similar to me. Tier 4 is called high ceiling with little to zero experience in the Big Ten. This could be controversial. Because I had to go based on going into the season, not where I think they will end up.
I think that tier for me is like bad teams. So I'm just translating. It's probably not going to be a great quarterback play.
All right. I think my tier is going to be a lot different than you guys. Let me start out and see this gauge where we're at. 12 quarterback in the Big Ten going into the year. I have Dante Moore at Oregon.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. I feel like
big difference. Big difference. I have him just a lot higher. You'll see where he ends up just solely because of the players around him.
And the system.
Fair.
Yeah. I think if we went out there and played quarterback against the FCS teams that Oregon has on their schedule, I don't know if they do or not, but I think we would be able to throw for 200 yards.
I would like to. Well, they lost a lot of guys. I'm sure they have guys.
They play at Penn State this year, right?
Oh, yeah. The Whiteout.
Correct.
Prime
time.
Lost.
In September.
I don't trust him to win that game,
play.
But I think he's going to put up stats at Oregon. Like when teams have to go out west.
Oh yeah,
I think he's going to put up numbers there and look really good. But he's going to struggle in like cold weather anytime he comes east.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't ask Dylan Gabriel to like chuck it long, so he's going to have some open throws.
A lot of RPO.
I think my tier will make more sense once I finish this tier of how I did it, but I think it's just a fundamental difference of the criteria going in. So who'd you guys have at 12?
Damon Williams.
Damon.
I had the same guy. He's still in my show me the ball category. Like I need to see more football from this guy.
We'll put a pin in him.
He played. He
later.
played, but he not full time.
That's a good system for Jedd Fisch, like for him to go into. So
Offense first.
yeah.
All right. 11. Wyatt. Let's still be friends. I put Julian Sain as the quarterback.
Gee, God,
high ceiling with little to no experience. Is how I had put. Like it's almost like a prove me. I think he's going to be great, obviously, because he is
shocked at my rankings.
Jeremiah Smith, and he's got Max Clare, which is slept on. The kid from Purdue that came to them, so good. And then Carnell Tate, like he has everything he needs to be good, which I will. But you'll see the tier. I just was like, I need to see it first. If it was end of year rankings projections, he'd be top 5. But I don't know what I don't know yet. Your guys is 11th.
I got Mark Gronkowski from Iowa because I think this is the one he was at South Dakota State, right?
Yeah, 2-time FCS champion.
I think he put up numbers there. We've seen it. I think there's still question marks on how it translates to Iowa and the Big Ten.
For sure.
But I think the potential's there. So I don't know. That's like a big question mark for me. But I mean, we've seen it on paper. So that's kind of where I'm at with him.
Tucker Kraft.
And the next guy.
Shout out.
My 11 is Jaden Mayava for USC.
I think you crushed that pronunciation. Right? I think you did. That's how I was saying.
I'm just a visual guy. I guess I need to have the name down. He did start last 4 games and the bowl game for USC. He put up numbers just like the previous quarterback. But their previous quarterback didn't make it through the whole year. And so, like, is that going to be the same repeat trend that Lincoln Riley has? Or is he going to finally find a guy? He's kind of like a wild card, looks like Caleb Williams, kind of runs around and plays like F it, chuck it football.
Oh.
But I just need to see more football from him. The USC's kind of got an easier schedule. But they still play Notre Dame. Got to play Spartans in September, so you'll never know.
Yeah. Show me the ball. Show me the ball, Jaden.
Show me the ball. That was my cutoff right there. He was 14 through 11 was show me the ball category.
Okay. You put Drake Lindsay at 14, right?
Yes, Drake Lindsay's at 14 just because he's a redshirt freshman.
You're a Gopher Stan.
But I am a Gopher Stan.
He was also a 3-star. I guess I didn't realize that. He started at UNLV.
I think he did transfer from UNLV.
Yeah, he was the best quarterback that his freshman year in the Mountain West, quarterback rating wise. He was good. Yes. And then obviously, all right, my last guy this tier, high ceiling with little to no experience. You might know where this is going. This is Grant bias. 10th quarterback in the Big Ten is Bryce Underwood going into the year.
Good for you, Grant.
So I threw Bryce, I threw Julian, I threw Dante, I put him in the tier. Oh, I do. I put him above. I mean, but to be fair, recruiting rankings, Bryce Underwood was higher recruited rankings wise than either of these guys. He doesn't have any experience.
But
these
Bryce
guys
Underwood was never committed to Alabama.
True. Saban was there. And Saban and Moore both.
Nick Saban never recruited him.
Saban and Moore both have had at least a year to sit. Dante Moore will be his 3rd year in college, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, UCLA, and then he backed up at Oregon last year, right?
Yep. So, yeah, definitely older, more experience. But
at UCLA last year.
A little. He played at UCLA his first year, a little bit.
But I think he backed up Bo Nix last year.
Was he at Oregon?
Backed up Gabriel last year.
Or Gabriel, sorry.
Yeah, he had 8 passing attempts last year for Oregon. That's all. 213 for UCLA. He threw the ball a lot for UCLA.
I can't follow that kid.
I also had Underwood at 10, just because I don't know who he's throwing to.
I had Underwood at 10 as well.
Okay, wow. There we go.
I think that's where I would have put Trials last year. Yeah.
Oh wait, so what tier is this now?
Category. This is called prom date.
Explain.
Could be the sexy date that everybody wants to have, but you just don't know yet. Are you going to get it?
She might have bad breath.
You're going to close the deal. You never know. So prom date. It's just 3 guys in this category.
Interesting. Okay. So that new one for you, that wraps out my high ceiling with little to no experience tier. Tier 3, This is my biggest tier. Oh, wait, actually tied with the bottom tier. This is called experienced with question marks. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 5 guys in this tier. Number 9, we've already talked about him. At least Evan has. I don't think Wilkins has yet. Jaden Mayava is 9 for me. Similar to what you said, Evan. He had a good year at UNLV. Lincoln Riley offense. You're just built to put up stats. I guess we'll see. He did play. He had like 1,000 yards last year. By the end of the year, the tier below me, Bryce, Julian, Dante, I would expect probably all could be better than this kid easily. This kid's at least thrown a good chunk of passes in college.
Fair. I got Fernando Mendoza from Indiana at 9.
It's a sick name. Might be all name team.
He's from Montana, right? He
played at Cal last year.
Or Cal.
I don't know where he was from, but Cal football.
Maybe I think I might be mixed. I think I'm mixing him up.
You're talking about size, Grant. This kid's
taller drink of water.
6'5".
He's on NFL draft boards for some buzz because of his frame. Like he's one of those cats.
Yeah, I guess I'm an Indiana hater a little bit. It's a little bit in my blood.
I'll do that to you.
It's because there's a little rivalry there because it seems like we're on the same tier as them football wise at this moment, and they just keep kicking our ass. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really seen it. I didn't hand up. I didn't watch a lot of Cal football last year, so I don't know how he looks in that system.
Yeah, no reason for you to watch Cal last year. Jane Ott was good though. They were good for a little bit actually. I take that.
College game day. Didn't they have college game day last year?
College Miami and Cal.
They did go.
Yeah,
they did go. Evan, who is your 9th? And your prom date?
My 9th is Aiden Childs.
Nice.
Wow.
Aiden Childs. This is solely because he's got the arm talent. I think we'd all could agree on that.
He's got talent. How about that clip? How about that clip that they posted the other day?
I know.
The long ball.
Oh, trust me, Grant. I'm one of the first 100 people who like it. It's just it's the turnovers, and can he win like a game that we're down? Can he be the guy to do it? Like Maryland. Congrats, you chucked the ball over Maryland. You won us that game. Okay, but Boston College, we needed you. Didn't do it.
3 picks. Yeah.
Yeah, we won the Iowa game, but it was a lot of field goals. We couldn't get in the end zone. So there's some question marks just with the development and growth of like, can you be the guy? Can you win us games and limit the turnovers? That's why he's at 9.
Highest ceiling, maybe lowest floor. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely we'll have better supporting cast this year. We think with offense line, I think we know for sure with wide receiver that it's gotten better based on the people they brought in.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess he's my talking off. He's my 8th guy. He's above Mayava. So I had Childs 8 still here in the experience with question marks tier. I guess I don't know. The reason that held me back is obviously you look at the bad first. He tied Big Ten leaders in interceptions, 11 with Ethan Garbers from UCLA, Dylan Raiola, Nebraska. So he has to clean that up. If he comes in with like even 7 or 6 interceptions and like cuts down on the fumbles too that you talk about, Evan, they'll show. They're not as easy to track. You don't go searching for fumbles, but like that happened with Jared Goff his first year in Detroit. I remember he couldn't hold on to a sack. He couldn't hold on to the ball when he got sacked to save his life. And we're talking about quarterback rating, which I looked at a lot because I would think if I was going to make a bet with Alex about Childs and Underwood, it would probably have to be that statistic. He was right down there with Raiola and Cal Kamanis at like near the bottom of the Big Ten, but you can make a huge jump going into your second year starting and like cleaning things up. So definitely would expect him to be above league average this year in terms of his rating, but it's just got to do it. He's got to be clean. Mr. Clean.
I've got Mayava 8th.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my boy from my 8 is my last one in prom day is my boy from South Dakota, my Jackrabbit, Marky Mark.
Yeah. Gronowski.
I was so happy, Grant, because I was doing a little research, looking them up, watching some old college football games, and you sent that, and like the same day I had previously looked at it, and I was like, God, you're just doing me a favor.
He's your guy.
I'm obsessed with
the school
I'm
of
obsessed with FCS. I'm obsessed with FCS quarterbacks just jumping, and I just want him to be so good, so bad.
We had one last year. He should have started over Childs. People are saying.
Oh yeah, Schuster. He was from North Dakota, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just North Dakota.
I think he was in North Dakota, just straight North Dakota.
Yeah, not North Dakota State.
But I mean, he's a bigger quarterback. Just, hey,
He's
give me some quarterback
bulky.
run.
He
That's all
runs
I
read
want.
option or run power. He's white. He's basically like,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he's your guy.
It's
Like,
just
He's
is Iowa going to do that? If Iowa does that, then there would be a lot better if they just get quarterback runs in
they
there.
kind of did with the Brendan Sullivan kid that came in to replace Cade last year. Like, he was a run first guy. So I think their offense is kind of prepped for that. They got the younger friends out of there. Like, I feel like big swing factor for
Tim
the Iowa.
Wester's their offensive coordinator.
All right, so I'm still in my tier of 3. 7, I have Dylan Raiola, Nebraska. Put him right above Childs.
Same.
He was slightly better than Childs last year. I argued with Alex last week. I would say skill players wise, I would take Michigan State with, like, obviously Nick Marsh is better than any receiver on Nebraska, but like Dylan probably benefits from a better offensive line, and I feel like his defense also is a little bit tougher. So like he's going to have a better supporting cast, kind of like not a make or break year. I guess his junior year could be that, but you really want to see a huge jump from him. They threw him into the fire as a freshman. Third year Matt Rule. Nebraska's getting a lot of buzz. Their schedule, if you look at it, is really not that hard at all. So he doesn't really have any excuses this year. Same thing with him. He's got to clean up the interceptions. Wilkins, you're 7?
7, I have Ian Maliava, UCLA.
Nico.
He underperformed last year in a really good system. Like, there was a lot of Heisman buzz, and he just never really lived up to that. Didn't look good in the big games. And I don't really like the BS he pulled. I know it was kind of his dad driving a lot of that, but I don't see him as a great locker room guy. And it kind of seems like he didn't even really want to go to UCLA. That was just his only option. So I don't even know if there's really a good fit there. It was just kind of a money play, and he ran out of starting gigs. So
Yeah, he's a huge X factor in the league, I would say. Evan, you had Raiola 7.
I had the same
With new
7
tier.
as the same, but this is new tier. It's just don't have it. And these quarterbacks
factor.
have a different thing. It just something about Dylan Raiola. Like, you're the number one quarterback recruit, and it seems like since Arch Manning, you and 2 were A and B, 1A, 1B. There's no reason why you should have Nebraska at 6-6 last year. If you're that talented, so what is that he's missing? I don't know.
Being himself, not Patrick
Too soon to
Mahomes.
tell.
Maybe that's what he's
Yes.
missing. Just
Well, he's got a new
Dylan.
offensive coordinator, Dana Holgerson's back on the sideline.
I do like that. I like him in a coordinator role. I like that a lot. Gives me like Wing Martindale vibes.
Just don't give him a visor. He needs to wear a ball cap.
Yeah. All right. So still in tier 3, my 6. This is obviously where we're going to start flipping a lot because I put the talented high ceiling guys lower. I'm in on Mark Gronowski. Fully in Evan. I think he's awesome.
is it Gronowski? Did I mess it up? I don't know why
you say Gronkowski, but I kind of like it.
Gronkowski.
I mean, you're a Patriots guy.
That's how I read it. I don't know.
Gronowski.
By the end of the year, people will need to get it right because they'll have the respect. I think he's like, if you could like make an Iowa quarterback in a lab that was actually talented, like he's perfect. He's from I don't know if he's from South Dakota. He came from South Dakota. Won FCS twice. He's gritty. He can run. He doesn't like blow you away with his arm, but like he's a good accurate thrower. I watched like an 8-minute highlight tape, so it's not like I studied all of South Dakota State's season. I just feel like he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks Iowa has had in quite some time. I'd have to really dive deep into the Iowa record books to figure it out. I mean, CJ Beathard was solid at Iowa. Spencer Petras comes to mind. I don't know how good he was, but like better than Cade, McNamara, better than recent guys they've had. So I think he's going to be nice for them.
6, I have Childs.
Nice.
I don't know. I've been on record calling him Jameis Winston. I think he plays that good. I would kill for college Jameis Winston, but you just can't turn it over at that rate, especially, he came over with a tight end, with a center, with a coach he's played with. So it's not even like he just full on transferred. There was a lot of comfortability there. And I mean, we saw flashes like within the same game. We saw it against Boston College. Like, it was the most incredible run I've ever seen in my life. And then he throws a pick to end the game when he could have been a hero. So I don't know.
I had to go look up James because I always think of 30-30 year in NFL. Dude, his freshman year, he threw 40 touchdowns, which is absurd. 10 picks. His second year, when it kind of went more downhill, he had more yards. He had 25 tutties, 18 picks his sophomore year of college football.
And he was playing baseball.
I mean, he really did. Like, he leaned into it. The signs were there that he was going to throw 30 picks in the NFL. So I guess if Childs gives you 40 touchdowns, he can throw 15 picks. And so that is what it is. Yeah.
I'm fine with that,
absolutely. He could be a 40-20 guy if he wants to. If he throws me 40 touchdowns,
Yeah, for sure.
so 40 touchdowns is so many. 40.
Didn't Burrow have 60? Wasn't Burrow the 60 year? Let me look.
Yeah,
50
59 or
something.
60.
He threw 60 and 6 picks. 202 quarterback rating. For comparison, Childs was at 128 rating last year.
That team was.
That is the best.
Clemson had a lead in that national championship game.
Yeah, they did early on.
What are we on? 6?
6.
6 is Luke Altmaier for me.
Wow.
It's just like, I don't think you're going to go to the bar and with other college football fans sit down and just start bragging that your quarterback is Luke Altmaier. Like he's not going to win you a Rose Bowl. He's not going to win you a playoff game. He personally won't. Now the collective team around him, can he be a game manager? Sure, but you're not beating your chest for Luke Altmaier as your quarterback.
He also the point about surrounding cast. He lost Pat Bryant, who was a sneaky dog at Illinois. I think he got drafted by the Denver Broncos. He was sick. Yeah, it's fair. Luke Altmaier is not a sexy quarterback, but he's grizzled. He does have some battle scars. All right, this is the top of my tier 3, the experience with question marks. He is the most question marks. This is probably one where I feel most nervous about. I put Damon Williams here at 5. I watched a couple of his performances last year. He's super fast. He reminded me, watching him scramble on a football field, he looked like Kyler Murray. He's a shorter guy too. Arm, I'm not entirely sure about. Yeah, he's 5'11", 187. He's a short king. He flies around. He had a great quarterback rating, hit only 100 attempts last year. So a smaller sample, but 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, only 1 pick in the games he did play. He lit up Louisville in the bowl game. Again, bowl games, whatever they are. To Cody's point, I think he mentioned Jed Fish. I think the offense is sick. He has a great running back. Denzel Boston is also a fantastic receiver in the Big Ten. I just feel like he's going to throw up high numbers in Washington. So I'm calling my shot on him.
I like it.
At 5th.
5, I have Dante Moore. I'm buying the ceiling in on the system and the talent around him.
Same. Dante Moore's at 5 for me as well.
Yeah.
Local product.
And that's the reason. It's because he's on Oregon. He still is in my just don't have that it factor yet. Just because I get it, you're a young kid, you're chasing money, you're getting told a million different things, but you shouldn't transfer 3 times in 3 years, in my eyes. And you shouldn't have to go back to a school that you decommitted and transferred from.
That's right. Yeah, when you said that, I was like, Evan, he's only been at UCLA.
He was originally at Oregon.
He did go to Oregon and then decommitted, right? And went to UCLA.
And went to UCLA.
Yeah. Yeah. 11 touchdowns, 9 picks in his UCLA year. So this is really, I'm very, like, he's a team I would like want to watch Oregon early in the first 2 weeks just to see what he even looks like. I just want to see what he looks like.
And the thing is like, he doesn't really have, like, I don't really know who their other option would be besides him. Like, they're all in.
QB
like, all their eggs are for him.
I want to see who's catching. They lost the Ferguson or whatever, tight end, Terrence Ferguson. They lost Evan Stewart, I believe, and they lost Tez Johnson to the NFL. I'm sure they reload with transfers and everything and recruiting.
I think they did. I think they had like the top 8 transfer class, I believe.
It was like, yeah, them, LSU did sick. And then, I don't know, someone else probably did, but I'm curious to see what that looks like. Okay, so now we moved up to a new tier for me. This is tier 2. Only 2 tiers left. This is called above average season at the Power 5 level. So again, I probably went too hard on what have you done. So these are guys that I've seen them have an above average season at the Power 5 level. Number 4, my Hoosiers, Fernando Mendoza comes in here. It was Cal. It was the ACC. Yes, they are in the ACC. He did throw for $3,000 in the SEC. He did have a nice touchdown to interception ratio, 16-6. He's basically played 2 full years of football. He only played in 9 games his freshman year, but I like that he's had 20 games under his belt. He also still has what's the receiver? Elijah Surratt is a beast for Indiana. I think that works well for him. So I think he's going to be good. Will he be top 4? I don't know. But going in the season, that's where I had to put him.
4, I have Altmaier. Not a sexy quarterback, but he's been in that system. I don't know. I think he's good. It's not gonna. He's like Matt Ryan level for me. Like he's not hero ball. He's not gonna do anything flashy. But
Like end of Falcons, Matt Ryan.
yeah, or
Right,
Alex Smith. Alex Smith when he's on the
Yeah.
Chiefs, like efficient.
Yeah.
He's been in the system. He knows how to manage a game. That's all he's gonna give you. But in the Big Ten, experience matters. So I think it works.
Matt Ryan, just looked at his last year at Boston College, 31 touchdowns, but 19 interceptions. That was surprising. I would not.
I'll take that from Charles. See if I can. I'll take that.
31-20, baby. Evan, your number 4. Is this a new tier? Or no?
My number, same tier, last one. 4 through 7 is my same tier of just don't have the it, and it's Nico. I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to butcher it.
I am elite. I am a
Put up
Iamaleava.
Yeah, I always say I'm a leaving.
I'm a leaving.
Yeah, I'm a leaving.
I'm leaving.
Say that again, Cody. That was really nice.
So
Iamaleava.
That's nice.
I've been to Hawaii.
Don't hurt me.
You look at his stats throughout the year, pretty good. You look at his stats for his top end competition in the SEC, very bad. So I don't think he has that it factor to face tough defenses. And if he was in a pass happy, friendly offensive system, now you're going to a different system, might not be as pass happy, but can you have the whole weight of a whole school on your back?
Fair.
Yeah. I guess I'll kick off. He's my third. Nico, I put there again, was basing off of what they've done. I think luckily for him, he gets a little reprieve in his schedule. They do play Ohio State and Penn State, so nice defenses. But I think playing, the Washingtons of the world, the Northwesterns, the Marylands in a Big Ten schedule gives you some break from all the defenses in the SEC. But this also, similar to Damon Williams being a flip, this guy, if you told me he ended up being the 10th best because he just is checked out of college football and cashing a check, I wouldn't, disagree with you. I just was like, he had a decent year for Tennessee. All the pressure I feel like in the world is off him because no one's going to be watching UCLA football, and he might just go ball out. So I left him at 3.
Fair. I've Raiola at 3, probably the highest out of all of us.
Ooh, I like this. Well,
I think he came in kind of cute.
High.
He was doing the Mahomes bit. That was annoying. As a guy that hates Mahomes, I hated Raiola even more. Because
if you're gonna do hate Mahomes, confirm.
Yeah. So I didn't like that, but I think there's something about a 5-star that doesn't really live up to their expectations in the second year in that system. And I think we've seen it from Matt Rule. He was never going to turn around that quickly, even getting a 5-star like Raiola. But we've seen it at Baylor. I mean, he got an NFL job for a reason out of college. So I think I'm going to trust Matt Rule that he's going to get it turned around, and Raiola is going to have a decent year, especially playing for Nebraska. So
I like it. I would say, honestly, Wilkins, if you're in on that, they are plus 150 to win 9 games, plus 350 to win 10. If he's the third best quarterback in this conference, I could see with their schedule them going 10-2. It's not.
I might have to take that 9 wins. That's
plus thing. Money. Look, okay, they play. Let me just throw it up for you. I know this is a side tangent, but I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, what's stopping Nebraska if he's good? Should beat Cincy.
Oh my God,
Akron. I mean, Michigan. If Bryce is not great by then, week 4 still home game 3:30 CBS. Going to be probably a red out.
At home against us too.
I would say that's a 50.
Realistically,
50-50
they
game.
could be 7-0, and then you get Northwestern 8, and then you have maybe Penn State. You expect to lose, but you get Iowa at home too. If you told me they were 8-0 going into the last 4 games, I wouldn't tell you you're crazy. If he's good,
yeah,
they should be
Friday night in Huntington Bank Stadium on Fox. Yeah, good luck with that.
Evan's got the
if he
Gophers by
doesn't,
3.
Sorry.
I think if he doesn't take a leap,
Yeah,
they're still 7-6, 6-7.
Yeah, they should be worse than last year. They avoided Ohio State and Oregon.
Yeah.
Sneaky there. If you're on Raiola, that's the way to bet it because he's not going to win the Heisman. He's too far for the Heisman, but their team. All right, Evan, you're third.
My third is Fernando Mendoza.
Okay.
You're
up here.
Size. I think he's he's in a offensive kind of system a little bit, where they kind of give the freedom to do whatever they want for their quarterback. They had a transfer last year. He played pretty well. Mendoza, he damn near had a 70% completion percentage at Cal, which I'm obsessed with. I mean, anytime a college kid's going to have and he put up some pretty good numbers, threw the ball around. It's not like 70% and you're throwing the ball like Rutgers. I mean, they threw the ball around a decent amount. So 70% in college, I think, is phenomenal.
Best Cal quarterback since JG. Wow.
People are saying. To your point, Evan.
And the thing is like Indiana's schedule is the worst in America. So like he's going to put up gaudy numbers in the first handful of games.
Couple weeks, yeah. He might not even be playing.
Like he should have a 75-80% completion percentage. Yeah.
To your point, I'm not nearly this high if I hadn't seen Curtis Rourke ball out in the Big Ten last year. Like that was huge.
That's true.
Like, okay, it worked. I think he was like, besides Will Howard, those two were like top of the Big Ten QB rating. You said completion percentage. This was a crazy stat. I looked up my guy Damon Williams. So he only threw for Washington, 105 passes last year. So smaller, but he completed 82 of them for a 78% completion percentage, which was stunning to me. Like you throw over 100 passes, it's still that high. I was like, I like that a lot. I don't know how deep they were, the targets. But
you don't even have to tell me for college. I don't even care about the yards down the field. You don't have to tell me his average ball distance like they get in the NFL. Like, he's doing it near line of scrimmage. I don't care. College kid throwing the ball, if you're just completing anywhere north of 70 or around 70, pretty phenomenal feat.
Yeah. They're just kids.
So tip your cap to him, though, Grant, too, that you had him at 5.
All right.
And they're going to affect our mood for a whole season.
Yes. My second quarterback, Wilkins, you guys have both taken him. It's Luke Altmaier. I don't love it. I think it's kind of gross, but I looked at the quarterbacks in the conference last year. You want to talk about a guy that doesn't throw it downfield? He has 7.8 yards per pass attempt, 8 air yards per pass attempt, but 2,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 6 picks. He's a classic, like maybe game manager, but like a little bit grittier. Takes care of the football. They had a good defense. He's a guy that I don't know like how much better he can get. This will be his 5th year in college football, so he is old. But yeah, I guess based on last year, I just left him at second.
I've got a shocker too. I got Drew Aller. I can't put him at 1 in with good conscience.
Wow.
I don't know. We've seen it. I don't know. I don't love it. He's going to continue to get NFL hype. He might ball out this year and be like a top 5 pick. I haven't seen it. I didn't see it against Notre Dame. I mean, we saw it in the Big Ten championship. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
You've lost against Notre Dame.
Yeah. And I guess who's he throwing to? I don't know. He lost his number 1 overall weapon. I just don't see him being like the guy in the Big Ten. So I don't know. I couldn't put him 1. I don't think he's great. He's a 5-star. He's hyped. He plays on a hyped team that's hyped year in and year out. I think that's why a lot of people have him 1. That's probably why you guys have him 1, but I can't do it.
Sure. Evan, who was your second?
My second is Julian Sand for Ohio State.
Throw it to number 4.
The only reason, if you have the best college football player the last 5 years on your team, it's pretty easy. Friendly offense, quarterback, good quarterback coach, head coach, good offense, great offensive coordinator now. So I think it's just going to be a little bit easy for him at the Ohio State level. We don't know what he is, but I don't think he can be. I don't think he's going to be worse than Kyle McCord. I don't see that. Kyle McCord still put up really good numbers for Ohio State, just not up to the Ohio State fan base standards because they didn't.
Syracuse, Kyle McCord, different beast though.
They play chuck it football. Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about Ohio State. That might be a bigger picture.
5,000 yards.
He might be a victim of like high touchdowns but high interceptions if he has to be breaking a little bit because I don't know if they're gonna be able to run the ball as well. Obviously, they just reload, but the combo of Travion Henderson and Judkins was disgusting, and their offensive line was relatively They got some injuries, but it was relatively good. So I feel like they're going to have to rely on throwing a little bit more, which they discovered more at the end of the year in the playoff run. So I'm curious how that goes. But yeah, I mean, if you have number 4, you have a blanket. And like I said, people are going to forget about the tight end Max Clare, but he's a stud too. All right. So then my tier 1, my last guy, will expand the conversation. This is called proven commodity, but I do think he's got a little bit of upside still, and that's Drew Aller. I will do the Eminem, say the bad things first, like Wilkins was saying. If you look at his game logs versus the best competition last year, it's a huge drop off. Like QB rating wise, less than 100 versus Notre Dame, 111 versus Ohio State, 115 versus Oregon, 125 versus Illinois, which is below average. So that hurts you right there. His best games were early in the season. Dude, I remember watching the West Virginia game and being like, dude, he's a new player. Like, he looked so sick in that first game. He probably will stat pad again. In my mind, I think, especially when we see a kid play, like this will be his 3rd season fully starting and he still played a little bit his freshman year. I think we all live in the society where we're like, he's a finished product. I still think there's a chance for him to make a leap and like get even better. I actually don't mind him throwing more picks. I think his sophomore year, he only threw 2 picks and people love that, but he never took any chances. Like, he never really tested himself. So I think last year throwing 8, not a bad thing. I think he's just got to clean it up a little bit. But to your point, Cody, the biggest question mark is who's he throwing to? They brought in a lot of transfers from different places. So we'll see. But losing Tyler Warren, who Evan said last show, I think single-handedly won on the USC game, is going to be an adjustment overall. But he felt like the safest. He's definitely the safest option to throw here based on last year.
That's fair. I would say it at 1. I
agree with Grant.
I would say it at 1 just because a 5-star blue chip recruit, like we've seen it in the past at Ohio State, Fields, Stroud. I mean, even like Will Howard balled out last year. He wasn't a 5-star blue chip like those guys, but we've seen guys just step into the system first year and play extremely well. And I think there's a reason why Ohio State went after Sand as hard as they did, even when he was at Bama. He's probably being paid like that. And it's just like, you have number 4 on your team. You're the best college football player in college football. So I think that makes his life pretty easy. It is a good point. I didn't think about the running back situation in the O-line, but I just think Ohio State, they're probably bringing in enough recruits to reload there. So I don't know. Yeah. Other than playing Michigan, I mean, the offense is elite, 11 games a year. So I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, 4,000 yards. Will Howard had last year, 35 passing touchdowns, 10 picks, 16 games, but like, it's just a huge jump when you get in that offense. Evan, I guess curious your thoughts on Aller, because you are a noted Penn State hater, but sounds like you had to swallow that and put him at 1.
Penn State hater, and my last category was James Franklin ruined your career. It's by number 1 overall. I think he would have done so much better if he didn't go to Penn State. I think he's very talented, and I actually agree with you, Grant. I think he needs to throw the football more.
Yeah, throw 15 picks. I don't give a shit.
Risk it. See what happens. But also, I think if Penn State wants to be better, I think you need to take a step back. Okay, don't get cute. Don't do anything weird. Don't come out in these weird formations. Have your tight end be a quarterback
Total
at
Nicky.
times. Don't have your running back. I get that. Yes. But like, they need to actually go back and just have him be like JJ McCarthy, Michigan's national.
I was just thinking that. I want
to see hand the ball off 30, 35 times, and just be efficient. Just be efficient. Throw the ball 20 times a game, maybe. Okay, and have we played 12 games. Have 24 touchdowns, if that. You don't have to do much if you like. Penn State doesn't care. We shouldn't care about individual stats for Penn State. They shouldn't be glamoring about, we have a Heisman Trophy winner. Your goal is you got to win the Big Ten, and then you also got to compete for a national championship. Yeah. Congrats, you beat the runner-up to the ACC last year at home with a brand new quarterback. Congrats.
Yeah, they're still frauds for their
beat Boise State. You beat Boise State. Okay, so now they're non-Power 5, non-Power 4 team, and then finally face Notre Dame, and Drew Aller, crumbled in the biggest pressure moment.
Yeah, I was looking back
to Notre Dame
at JJ's championship winning season. He played one less game last year than Drew Aller. He played 15. Drew played 16. But pass attempts wise, Drew Aller had 394 pass attempts and McCarthy had 332. So shrink that 60 attempt gap. They both threw around. JJ threw 2,991 yards. He wasn't even a 3,000 yard passer in 15 games, which is proof that you don't need it. 22 touchdowns, 4 picks, 72% completion percentage. Evan, you love that. So that's all you got to go for. Throw it 340 times.
I said around 24. JJ was at 22.
Yeah.
And JJ's best game was the Rose Bowl against Alabama.
Yeah. Basically, Drew Aller just needs to find that, like, your backs on. That's what you would think the growth would be. He had it versus Notre Dame, didn't come through in the clutch. He's going to be in that moment again at some point this year, and it'll be like, can you do it? But to your point, you're going to rely on Singleton and Katron Allen for the majority of the season. So that's really, they're going to carry the load.
Your top 2 running backs came back. Like, you have to. You give each of those guys 15, 18 carries a game and say, here we go.
You gotta. All right. Do you guys think trust Trey here? He won't listen to this, but I think it's a losing bet for me if I do the Underwood versus Childs QB rating bet. I don't know. Like I think
I don't know how you unbiased either way, how you objectively like grade it out.
I think you would simply just have to do what I was looking at is this is last year's, get out of here. Just the QB rating stat.
QB rating?
I think you would have to go
way.
by this. There's the fancy formula. I don't know if Alex wants to get in
higher
Excel.
On the PFF grade.
PFF? No, I can't do that.
PFF
I would do this
higher.
number. I just don't see Underwood having, for reference, Childs was down here 11th at 128. But like, I don't know. Like he would probably go up at least into the 135s, maybe 140 if he's nice. But like, I don't see Underwood. He's going to throw picks. Like I don't know how I win that bet deep down unless he's just really good.
Also, look at that formula again.
It's yeah.
Because that doesn't take into account
rushing.
His legs. Because are they not going to use Underwood's legs? Because it looked like he did quite a bit of that in high school. I know college was a different product.
I think he'll have to run.
Like you would think they're going to do like read option with him and stuff, just based on how they want to run that offense.
Yeah, I just don't know if how do you factor in that too. But if you just did purely passing, that seems to be this is the standard. I think it really weights passing touchdowns well. Like if you throw a lot of passing, you can. Like,
and we're gonna have to. Like we're not scoring from the
face.
goal line. I don't think.
Will Howard had 5 more picks, but he had 6 more passing touchdowns, and he basically was the same as Rourke. So yeah, I think Childs is gonna have obviously more passing touchdowns than Bryce. So I feel like I would lose that. I have to talk him into like some odds to do it, but. Yeah, I wanted to do it, but then I thought more. I was like, I don't think I can win this. I don't think I can.
Yeah,
but we'll see. He'll say something that'll irritate me. I'll be like, I'll do it. So that's behind the curtain on that. Let's go to the snake draft quickly. Let me get this pulled up. Random number generator. We're looking for college football moments in place. 5 picks each. There's no real categories. The example I gave for the NFL was like you would take David Tyree's helmet catch. You wouldn't take like the entire Super Bowl. Obviously, there's a gray area. Like if it's a string of plays, not to spoil it, if it's like something like that, or if it's like a big comeback was a moment, we can talk through that. I don't think it's to be super strict, but it's more about a specific moment in time or like play or something that happened. In a game is what we're looking for. Or it could be off the field too. I did leave it open just to see if anyone wanted to go press conferences or there's a lot of famous college football speeches, whatever. If you want to do Lee Corso headgear, Evan, as your first pick, that's open as well. When you like him putting on a certain head, he put on Sparty and I loved it.
The world's going to be a better place.
No, okay. The guest, Cody, you can pick your random number that you want first.
I'll be 3.
Okay. Evan? Did he freeze? Oh no. Yep. This happened last time before the draft.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Maybe the sharing the screen, there's too much bandwidth.
Maybe. I have a lot of tabs open. Let me close some of these tabs out. Now that the QB stats is done.
I know he's scrambling right now.
Yeah. Got it down to a science, though. See, there he is.
There he is.
I think I had too many tabs open. We're talking it through. Oh, but now I can't hear him. But he's gonna fix it. Hello. Oh,
Can you
there
hear
it
me
is.
now?
Yep,
Yep.
got you.
Back.
What number do you want? Wilkins took 3
I'll take
for the
4.
random number. 4. I will go high. I'll go 9. 3, 4, 9. 10. 4.
Oh,
Who had
I'll take
4,
pick
Evan?
1.
Evan wants to pick 1. Damn it.
Damn
That's
it.
I think this is a clear 1-1 to me. But Evan hopefully won't take it. All right. Next.
I know what I'm taking.
One.
Taking bias.
God
Taking-
damn it.
if you're taking bias, then I actually like that. 3, Wilkins.
Yeah. I'll pick 3.
You want the snake?
I'll take the turn, yeah.
Beautiful. This could work out for me. Okay. All right, Evan. To kick us off with the
Pick
college
one.
ball.
Go ahead, take it.
One of the greatest calls of all time. Bias. Probably killed Grant on the inside. We still talk about it to this day. Whoa, he has trouble with the snap. Rangers mission. Shout out Grayson Miller and Matt Morrissey for tackling your punter, and Jalen Watts Jackson for finishing it. Sean McDonough, great time. Chris Spielman.
What was the
fantastic.
Rangers with the mission thing? Was that like the name of the play?
That was the name of the punt. Was Rangers? I think they called it Rangers, or it's Rangers mission something.
That's pretty hard. I like that. Never forget where I was type of moment in a BD Mongolian grill, I think with Wilkins.
I was
Yes.
supposed to be there, but I left.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Alex
Oh, yeah,
was
we were
at
all
the
there that
game.
weekend.
Alex
Alex
was
Yeah,
in
we
the
were,
stadium.
we were at the college game day together.
We saw Guy Fieri at a tailgate.
Yeah, hell of
People
a. I
forget
rode
that.
home in the back of like their trunk with G, Alex, and Drew, and I like felt sick to my stomach, not from the game, but like I think I ate something weird at Mongolian Grill, which is not a shocker, and I like wanted to throw up when I got home. Surreal scene walking out of there, like through the streets of Ann Arbor as people were going crazy. That's a great pick, and obviously with the Michigan podcast, I mean that's
Yep.
a layup.
Little bias here.
Yeah.
I mean, Little Evan 2015. I mean, that changed our lives.
And I think a big part of these moments is like it meant something because he made the college football playoff that year. Like it
Yes.
wasn't like a wasted moment in a
Harbaugh's
nothing
first
year.
time in the rivalry game. I mean, it just Michigan ranked higher than us at that time.
Desmond Howard smiling before the play happened with his thumb up and his hoodie on.
Christ.
Chief of Prop had a funny tweet about that today. I saw that was good. All right, I'm gonna take this. Felt nice for me. I think having Evan go bias helped me. I think kick 6, Auburn, Alabama, is just insane. It's probably a bigger national rivalry, and I just think that play with Saban, and again, that year meant a lot for Auburn. And all the plays they had, it wasn't wasted. That was just unbelievable too. And like the crowd going crazy when he finally like falls in the end zone and gets tackled is awesome. So that'd be mine. Kick 6.
Good pick. That was a clear one too. I'm probably gonna go broad here, and then I'm probably gonna go niche later.
Oh.
Niche but bias. I'll go Vince Young, Rose Bowl against USC.
Number 2 on my board. Yeah,
He's
that's
going
so
to the
good.
corner. He's got it.
Oh, that's so good.
That's probably the most
Jackson's last
iconic.
game of college football.
Yeah. Other than the kick 6 and trouble with the snap, that's the most iconic moment for me. Like unbiased. I just feel like the stakes of the. I thought that moment was a little bit bigger than the kick 6, but the kick 6 was legitimately shocking. Like I flipped to that game right before that happened, and it was absurd. Gosh.
It's a great.
So there's two plays. There's 2 plays in this game that I want to pick, but I think I can only pick one because I can't pick the game. I'll go the Boise State Statue of Liberty
God,
against
you're so good
Oklahoma.
at this.
So good.
Now this probably is open to being taken, but I almost think the hook and ladder was more impressive to me to tie the game. And I'm kind of shocked they didn't do the Statue of Liberty after that, but.
Well, let's talk it out. You're a guest. I don't know, Evan, if you plan to take another. If you wanted to say Boise State trick plays, I think that counts as all a moment.
Boise State trick. What do they call the game? Trickathon, Trick Nation.
I
Trickeration.
think that's fair because they all
Trickeration.
happened within a span of like 10 minutes. And I don't
Okay.
really, I think it's
Yeah.
a little, it takes the sales if I take that pick like 5 picks later. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to take the hook and ladder.
I'll take the Boise State trickeration just because Like the Statue of Liberty, it won them the game, but they don't even get there without the hook and ladder. And the hook and ladder was like I just saw it on TikTok yesterday. And it was absurd. I mean, it still chills every time.
You don't get the proposal though. You don't get the proposal after the game by the player.
Ian Johnson proposing at the end.
That's fair. That's fair.
All right. I have one. My third in my power rankings is here. I'm just debating. There's one I really want to get back to me because it means more to me. I'm going to take my third, though. I'm going to take Tua's second and 26 national championship walk-off throw. Recency bias, but a lot of these I like to go ones that I saw. I think maybe it didn't hit me in the moment, but like second and 26, they're down 3, and he
just
gets
took a sack.
Eventual Heisman Trophy winner the next year. Nice foreshadowing to Devonta Smith on that play. That's just disgusting. Anytime you can win, anytime you can win the natty on a walk-off, don't play cover 2. It's got to be high up there. So that's mine.
Like it. Now some of these on here is just Little Evan college football.
Yes.
Like I remember exactly where I was for a lot of these. It just created my fandom for college football. Why I think college football is better than the NFL. So my next pick, I'm going to go Michael Crabtree.
Oh, that was
tore apart because I'm Colt McCoy lover. So to this day, Brett Musburger's call on that touchdown Red Raiders with a second to go. Goosebumps every single time I hear that.
Still can't believe that he stayed in bounds. Can't believe it.
Still can't believe it.
Can't believe he was in bounds. And they were both top 7 game, top 5 maybe.
Now he tries to take Blade and Egg like a week or 2 weeks later at Oklahoma, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about that play. So I got the turn up. I got the next one coming back around to me. My power rankings. I'm picking between 2. It's a matter of. I don't know if Cody's going to take this one.
This is a competitive draft.
Yeah, I'm going to jump back onto the fandom of like us in middle school, college, but not middle school or high school. Like everybody loved said player, Johnny Football. Everybody loved him. And when he beat Alabama, now game as a whole, but when he's running around scrambling,
the Ryan Swope touchdown,
and throws it to Ryan Swope. That was a play that, and Vern Lundquist on the call, SEC, CBS, got him. 3:30. I think he says, "Oh my," or something like that. Yeah. Oh my gracious, something around there. Oh my, or he got it.
Said, no, they didn't. Oh my gracious.
Yes.
I think I legit wrote down for the graphic, Johnny Manziel witchcraft versus Bama is basically. Never forget, I was at Jimmy Terry's for West Haven football trying to go to play, and then we saw that. I was like, wait, we got to watch this.
That was in the prime of like Alabama's just basically like unbeaten. You can't do anything about it, and you have this little freshman running around with Kevin Sumlin and Cliff Kingsbury on the sideline calling plays. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Fourth is in my power rankings, and I
know what you're picking, Grant.
It's also kind of funny going through this exercise. Michigan has been on the wrong side of a lot of these, like a lot of these. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna go Big Ten for our Midwestern. It was 7th on my power ranking because I can get a Michigan heartbreak one later if I want to balance it out. Penn State's blocked field goal return versus Ohio State was a phenomenal moment. I think that was 2017. Penn State, I believe, was unranked. It was a whiteout. Kind of like it didn't put whiteouts on the map, but it just kind of emphasized how like you just don't win in a whiteout. And Ohio State was like top 5. That was like their stretch of Alabama where like Ohio State was so dominant, and Penn State blocks the field goal, wins first Urban Meyer, who was untouchable, and they win that game. So that one, whenever I see him, like, yeah, that is a sick moment. So I'm taking that one.
Okay.
Might have been a reach. I'll admit that.
I've got a niche one that I'm going to bump off my board. It's probably going to be an honorable mention. It was going to be a meme pick, but I'm going to save it.
I might have the same one, which I might draft, but we'll see if it checks out.
I'm going to go Appalachian State blocked field goal against Michigan.
That was my 4th. That was my power 4th.
As a Michigan hater, I mean, just what a moment. What a moment.
I thought that would get back to me so bad.
I mean,
fun fact for you, that was the first ever game broadcasted on
Big
BTN
Ten
Network.
Tom
Brenneman, Charles Davis called that game.
Tom Brenneman?
Yes.
It was a drive in the left field. I listened to that game on the radio. I wasn't even like watching it. I thought it was easy.
I listened on the radio too.
I love
Armani
Cody's
Edwards.
draft. Oh my god.
You're gonna love the next pick too. You're gonna
I
love
should have
it.
picked App State. I picked Johnny Football instead. I'm so stupid.
I was between those two, Evan. So one of them wasn't getting back to you.
I could have lived without Johnny Football, not App State.
This one, I mean, it's because of the circumstance. It's recency bias, but I mean, like, what a moment! Kenneth Walker 5th touchdown against Michigan.
God, you are so
Gus
good.
Johnson, hello
Playing for
New
the
York on the
Graphic.
call. I thought he was going to win the Heisman.
Bullshit.
I mean, what about
I want Cody's draft. I hate that now. This is so stupid.
me and Alex were in Spartan Stadium. Didn't take a single picture or video of the game. We can't even prove we were there, but we were living in the moment. The little kid next to us, it was his first college football game ever, and what a game for that. And when we left the stadium, his dad asked to take a picture with us because he said it was such a big part of his experience. So I told him that he peaked and he should never go to another college football game. So I don't know if that stood true, but that was like that just like encapsulated such an awesome year of college football, and we went to so many of those games. So
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. See, I like Cody's a lot. He's got a nice draft. This isn't beads on St. Patrick's Day. This is some heavy hitters.
No, this is actually some
it's got a nice
real
mix
good
of like the
research.
obvious ones and then a play into the crowd. I'm not punting it, but I might play a wild card here because I'm looking at my big board of like moments and they're starting to fizzle out a little bit. Not really, but it's in the realm where I might just go Little Grant and who I was obsessed with as a kid, and I still think is one of the most badass things ever done. I'm gonna go with Tim Tebow's speech he gave after the loss. That's why I left it out of game once where he just said, "You'll never see anyone work harder, play harder. We're not going to lose," and they won the national championship. I just think that's badass. And he was like all bruised up with the mud on his jersey later in the year. I'm going to go with Tim Tebow's famous speech for that one.
I knew you'd take that one. Something Tebow had to be on your board.
Yeah, I had to be true to myself. I love Tim Tebow.
All right, since all my picks, I'm just gonna have to go back to I got 2 picks. Damn. I'm gonna go Rocket, Hail Mary Rocket, Kirk Cousins versus Russell Wilson, Michigan State. Fandom bias there.
Keith Nickel caught that right.
Yes, off of BJ Cunningham's face because Jared Aberdeen's jumped up too soon and missed the ball, bounced right off his face, and caught it. I'm gonna do that one. I want to do a broad one, but goddamn.
There's another Michigan hate. There's 2 Michigan hater ones. I think you could still do.
Yeah.
Well, at least
Curtis Samuel, but it's not like a big moment in my life. Like I expected that to happen.
Oh, I have one that was number 6 on my board. I don't know. It's very niche, maybe, but it's Michigan was on the wrong
Cody's
side
so
of it.
good.
The South Carolina game. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm not
Donnie's
taking it.
hit.
I don't think I'm that much of a hater to take that one, but it was a sick moment.
It transcended the sport.
Basically got him drafted first overall.
100%. He didn't even play the next year, really.
I'm gonna go a little like shell shock moment, like along the lines of like Johnny Football 2, of like said team beat Alabama, said team beat Dynasty. So I'm gonna go Clemson in the national championship, their first national championship. The little
Renfro?
rub route, pick play, illegal throw. You know, Sean
Number 10 on my
Watson
board.
threw it. Yeah, but Renfro catching that, it kind of just like finally you got like, holy crap, I can't believe this team finally got knocked off. So, and Renfro, good guy, coming
To your
back.
point, fell asleep at halftime of that game in college because I've seen Alabama win this game every time. They will not lose. Woke up, couldn't believe it. So I think anytime you have a natty walk off, not to pump my 2nd and 26 pick, it's a nice moment. All right, Evan rounds out his. I might just continue to go really off the wall. Maybe just may give Wilkins another layup of the board to go another big moment. I'm gonna go. I think the meme route. I think when I think of iconic college football in our lives, Jameis falling down at the Rose Bowl was so funny that I think of that maybe twice a year of him just falling down. The ref fell down too. If you go back and watch the play,
Is that like
falls,
the fumble, that fumble or interception
Oregon.
or whatever?
Well, yeah, he's just standing there. He goes to throw, he falls back, and then Oregon scoops it, and then the ref falls, and Oregon cribs it to like really cement the blowout of the Rose Bowl. Again, iconic location. I'm going Jameis falling down at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, I've got I have 4 on my board. One's a homer pick, one's a meme pick, but I got to stay true to myself here. I'm taking the Bush push because it ruined my childhood. It's an infamous play. I hated Reggie Bush. I still hate Reggie Bush. He shouldn't have been in Happy Gilmore too. I don't know. Brady Quinn was my favorite athlete at the time. Jeff Samardzija, and I hated USC then. I still hate USC. It's just it's not over. It'll never be over. That's just how it is. So
Hey, big of you to pick that. I thought maybe Em and I picked that early to kind of throw you off your game, but it sounds like you were going to get in front of it and just take it.
Yeah, I was. So my honorable mentions: the Cam Newton 49-yard touchdown run against LSU to kind of cement his Heisman.
Yeah,
Like probably the best college quarterback I've ever seen.
him or Burrow.
Yeah,
So,
Kyler.
Cam did it with less for sure.
Yeah. Kyler Ellsworth, Rose Bowl.
Stuff.
Yeah, the stuff. And then my last one, which was my meme pick, I thought I was going to take it last, was the Brenda Tracy story leak about Mel Tucker. Was legitimately the most shocked I've ever woken up looking at my phone about college
I'll
football.
never forget where I was in that moment.
Mel Tucker in a slingshot. I mean, we could have
It was either that or the slingshot. I was going to pick it, but there's just too many good moments left. I couldn't do it. That or the Connor Cook interview. Was that the Rose Bowl or Cotton Bowl? I can't remember. I think it was the Rose Bowl. Or no, Big Ten Championship. Archie Griffin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he dissed Archie Griffin.
That was another good one too.
Also a great moment.
Grant, I'm shocked you didn't pick Milrow, 4th and 31.
If I didn't get kick six,
You know,
I
some
was gonna
plays
take
of
that.
They call that play the grave digger.
yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I was like, that's a hard name
I-
to call a
Hard
play.
name.
they should call it. I think 007 because it was Isaiah Bond in one of the all-time calls. The announcer, Nestler, said Bond,
Yeah.
Isaiah Bond, like he did the James Bond. Like that's so tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I didn't get kick six, I had another Auburn when I had the miracle at Jordan Air with the Hail Mary versus Georgia.
it's Georgia.
That was also like 4th down in a mile. Again,
Peyton
same
Thorne's
season.
run versus Georgia should be up there.
Oh my god, the run.
I'm glad we all went recent because there's obviously like the band is on the field and like
It's like
the flute.
like I didn't live through them.
Flutie
Like,
throw.
Yeah, we
I
should
know
say
we
those
talked
so
about
my
it.
dad doesn't get mad at us. But yeah, Flutie,
Yeah.
Cal Stanford, and then my dad, it happened on his birthday, Colorado's Hail Mary
Colorado
versus
Hail
Michigan.
Mary. I'll never
Yep.
forget you told us that.
on
Fun
his
fact.
birthday.
Wasn't
Ruined
Larry
his
in the
birthday.
stadium?
I don't think so, but it was on his birthday.
Oh.
Um,
I know somebody was in that stadium.
a couple others. I kind of wish I did Michigan's goal line stand at the Rose Bowl just because I was there, but I don't know. It felt so biased. But looking how you guys did it, I should have put one on there for.
But like looking
Michigan.
back on it, like there's now I could have done all just Michigan State moments, like LJ
Little
Scott,
Giants.
Big Ten championship. Little Giants is still up there. You want to go just to the Cotton Bowl of Tony
The block.
Olympic laying out the
I
kicker?
had that as number 21 as a joke on my list. And your announcer going, "Nice block."
He got fired. Grant no longer on there.
Oh, that's right.
Just straight
Yeah,
up.
because his kid went to Michigan.
Yep. He's not worth anything anymore. I had Blair White's slant catch versus Michigan in 2008. Weird, but it's just like that moment. It's like, holy cow, we actually can like beat Michigan. It's like we were obviously better than Michigan that year, but that was like the lead up for whatever 7 of the next 9 years. So, and I had I didn't know where we were going with this. You did a Tim Tebow thing. He was bigger than God when we were in high school and middle school. But I had, oh my God, Gundy's. I'm a man. I'm 40.
That's a good.
And then every time it's like a meme or a picture comes up, but Bobby Paterno at Arkansas when he's in the press conference,
Neck brace.
he's just wearing that damn neck brace, and his face is all beat up from his motorcycle accident. I laugh every time I see that picture. Just he has
Yeah.
to tell that I cheated on my wife with the mistress of a staffer that I hired.
Or the
This
this
is all going on.
the McElwain shark picture.
Didn't even have that.
So good.
Connor Stalions on the sideline of the Central Michigan
Yeah.
Michigan State game. Come on, classic.
Stallions, just in general, as a human being in college football.
Yeah.
My other like kind of football ones were the Clowney hit, which we kind of teased. I had that pretty high actually. I thought that was sick. There's a throwback. I think it's because my uncle, being a Kentucky fan, the Bluegrass Miracle. LSU had this crazy Hail Mary versus Kentucky.
Against Iowa. Was it LSU in Kentucky? Was it
Yeah.
Iowa had it?
They had one too. I think
Iowa
in a bowl
had
game.
one versus LSU.
Yeah, LSU did one to Kentucky a while ago. Another one, speaking of Reggie Bush, I just have his cutback versus Fresno State so ingrained in my mind of like the cutback on the sideline. I thought that itself was a moment. Older one, Desmond's Heisman pose was cool, objectively, even if it's biased. But the other Hail Mary was Josh Dobbs' Hail Mary to Juwan Jennings, of all people. I was listening back to the call. Tennessee versus Georgia. That was pretty sick.
I was watching that, I think, with Wilkins in Alex and Cody's, or Alex's, I don't remember if that was a freshman or sophomore year, in their dorm room, rewatching that, I think, after coming back from a noon Michigan State game. Just all hungover, miserable throughout the day, trying to prep ourselves to go out at night. And we're just watching an instant classic on CBS.
This kind of encapsulated the whole season, but I also had like the Burrow when he smoked the cigar when he's sitting there after the national championship.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he went on Pardon My Take and they were kind of all drunk, that was like an unbelievable moment. And then you heard Coach O come in the background, like speaking in his voice. Yeah. That was just, what a season.
Or when they did, then they went to the White House and did get the gat with that lady that went viral. Yeah, bonk. But they did get the gat with her. And then now they have another moment, Brian Kelly doing that weird recruiting video on that spinning platform.
Oh my God. Like, with the what's the song? It's Garth Brooks. I think it's a Garth Brooks song, isn't it?
It'd be so good. That's a moment. I mean, that's a college football moment. That's why we love it.
The Baker Mayfield flag plant, the Baker Mayfield cross grab. Yeah.
You could have done D'Antonio, it'll never be over.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
But there's so many good plays.
I didn't want to do multiple Michigan State moments. So that
Kirk
like
Cousins on Bussin' with the Boys, like you walk the streets, not the alleys quote that he dropped about D'Antonio was so hard too. That's a very niche, but I remember that one.
The Michigan State quarterback room picture with Nick Foles.
Super Bowl champion Nick Foles. Yeah, we claimed him.
Yeah. All right, so drafts read off. Evan with the first pick. Trouble with the snap. Crabtree walk-off TD. Johnny Manziel versus Bama. MSU versus Wisconsin Hail Mary. Clemson Natty walk-off. Grant kick 6. Tua second and 26. PSU blocked field goal return. Tim Tebow speech. Jameis Winston meme at the Rose Bowl. Wilkins Vince Young scramble. Boise State trick plays. App State blocked field goal. K9 5 TDs and Bush.
God, Wilkins
strong. I think this is the one where
such a good
that
draft.
Third pick was nice to get those two, because it really I feel like those were like the top 4, and then it kind of all went into like choose your own adventure. I think that was nice.
Felt nice for me.
Yeah, he stepped it up. That was no Alex. I don't know what Alex would have done there. What would have been the beads of? Well, actually, I might be the beads. Jameis Winston meme might be the beads of this draft. I think I may have lost it there.
I thought you were gonna pick the crab leg story.
Yeah, that's good too.
That was crazy.
He stood on the table, crab legs, and that he had quite the season. And also when he got suspended and still showed up in pads,
in warm-ups and tried to go through warm-ups, and Jimbo's like, "No, you can't play." He says, I try to
wants that to be Aiden Childs.
Maybe nobody would notice.
That's good stuff. All right, cheers.
220.